What is going on, everybody? It is every other Wednesday night here on Three Star Draw. It means it's time for Seven's Wild Down South Boys talking toys with me, Down South 77 Three Star Draw, and my cousin.
Always late, Pop Blender. Here we are.
Bobby said, "You guys are right on time, like my DHL deliveries."
Yeah, I love it. I love it how it happens like once in a blue moon, and yet people are like, "Man, this every week. This happens all the time. I can't know what I'm gonna do with myself." It's like what? Like,
I'm gonna go watch One Piece.
yeah, which I highly encourage. Yeah, no, look, I went to go pick up food with the family. I actually went to my work because I like a discount. So I went to my work, which is about 20 minutes across town, left with plenty of time. When I got there, there's a little league, there's a golf course slash park right across the street from us. And today was the first day of practice. Now, I had no idea. And so when I got there, it's like all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the place just fills up with kids in baseball uniforms and parents with semi baseball uniforms. Thank God they don't dress like managers in the MLB because they'd be just a bunch of old fat guys running around with uniforms that are too small. And I was like, holy crap. And I'd even messaged the bartender I work with tomorrow night ahead of time and was like, hey, is it busy? No, there's nothing going on. Awesome. I'll be up there in no time, grab some food. And no, that did not work out the way that it was planned. So, man, dude, I'm not kidding. I left an hour and 45 minutes ahead of time. So that's plenty of time to like get up there, get the food, bring it back.
And it's
And
like
it,
what 20 minutes from you, right?
it on a night like tonight with no traffic, it probably takes me about 16, 17 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's very quick. Like I can get there in no time and back. But it just so happened it coincided with like this mass group of people that all showed up as soon as their baseball practice was over. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, all right. I go back to the kitchen. I'm like, hey guys, is that how we looking? Oh yeah, just a couple minutes, man. I'm like, all right, all right. And then, haul butt back here, try to scarf down. By the way, I don't recommend scarfing down a hot chicken sandwich, okay, in like 6 or 7 minutes, and a couple other sides that are like really hot. I don't recommend it for anybody, but yeah, man, dude, like I couldn't believe it. And of course, all these people that are there that I know that come in, they're like, "What are you doing here?" Yeah, well, I'm just picking up food, gonna run it back, and it ended up being a cluster, you know. And so yeah, so my apologies for being late, but I got to be honest with you, my track record's pretty good, I think for the most part. And Matthew, uh, if there's one guy I know who's full of excuses, it's Matthew Matson. Let's not kid ourselves, folks. Like I think we
That
all
guy.
know that, right? That guy. That
That's
guy.
right. That guy. Uh, I am before we run through the beginning formalities. I'm gonna go ahead and say hi
Yeah.
to the chat
Let's
because
do
we
it.
got a few people here. I don't want to
Let's
get
do
too
it.
far down. And for some reason, every comment that I had starred just disappeared. So I've got to go back through.
Oh,
Um,
StreamYard problems?
yeah, good old
Yeah, me too.
StreamYard.
Yeah, we had
Um,
them too last night. So
yep.
hit it up, man.
All right, so let's see what's up. We got Frank Dumont. You is here. What's up, Frank?
Yes.
Got Stanley Eberhard dropping in. Be home about 9 p.m. Jump back in if you're still alive. That'll be oh 9. Wait, I'll be home about 9 his time's 11 our time. We will probably still be going Stanley. So, uh, Turk Murphy Checkpoint Bravo is here. What's up, Turk? There's Matthew saying nerds can't stay long. Got a meeting later. Well, I'm glad you stayed long enough to see Pop.
Got a meeting. Got a meeting late. What kind of meeting might Matthew have later? I'm
Uh,
curious
he,
now. You got
he
me peaked.
Ninjas Anonymous.
Stop it. It's how
Is where
ninjas
he
pull
was
their
going. Yeah,
swords from which
yeah.
side, Anonymous. That's what it is.
Ninjas Anonymous is where he's going. So the crusty old crow and
Hey,
the
hey.
rings. Got SC dog is in the dog is happening. Let's see.
Ha-
Derek Solomon is here. Yes.
Derek.
Let's see. Paul Morales is in the house. So Paul, Hotlander headed that way.
Oh, yeah.
Bobby Wald is here. What's going on, Bobby Wald? And we got Soul Brother number one. What's going on, Soul Brother?
Love it. Love the avatar. Holy moly, that's
I
great.
know. You're like, we ain't found shit. I love it.
Hell and yes.
Let's see. Billy Butch is here. What's going on, Billy Butch? We got
Yes.
HK Vipers in the house. What's up?
Hello.
Let's see. Tony's Figs is here, checking in from sunny, I presume, Arizona. What's up, Tony? Let's see. All right, finally down to the bottom. Crow says I'm getting some garble. So yeah, it's where I've got
Yeah.
my mic. It's
There
where I
was a
got
little
my mic.
bit. I was going to say something, but then it cleared up within like 2 to 3 seconds or something. So I was like, I'm not going to say anything.
So I finally got an ottoman to put under this desk to put my foot up on
Hell
because
yeah.
my left foot hurts a lot. So with that, I'm trying to set further back. So I have to pull the mic up, and I'm trying to get a good spot to put the mic. Also, where I don't get robotic when I turn and look at this screen over here because it's from the side now. So
Okay.
trying to find the perfect position, and that's what she said.
Well, the thing of it is, man, you really can't rush, nor like not take the time to perfect the correct angle, the right angle, right? The
Yeah.
the face, right? You got to get, is it your left? Is it your right? Is it straight ahead? The hair, of course, you usually wear a hat like I do.
Yeah.
So it's a process, man. You got to
Make
figure
sure
it
the
out.
chin's good.
The
That's why I
chin.
grow a
Hey,
goatee.
sometimes I watch people's videos and I'm like, man, you really need to raise that camera angle. Like
Yeah.
you need to bring that camera just a little bit up.
And that's why mine is on top of the monitor, folks.
Yeah, I don't
So,
even. I'm probably the worst person for it. And honestly, folks, let's face it. Here in the next few years, I foresee some turkey neck. I do. I foresee some turkey neck going on.
yeah, it's gobble time. Gobble gobble.
It's, huh.
Giraffe's in the house. What's going on, Giraffe? Yeah,
Yes.
Tony's saying it was 100 degrees there
Jesus
today in
Christ.
March. See, we've already had 2 days that have gotten over 80, which is not even the middle of March when it happened. Like that's pretty warm for us for March.
I'll tell you what, Sunday, about 87. Going to be beautiful. Absolutely
Uh,
beautiful. Friday,
n-
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The next 4 days, we got it made, baby. We got it made.
um, that's good. It's getting a little warm for me.
Turkey
Uh,
neck.
Nolan is checking in, which makes us Toy Tube official, as I understand. What's up, Nolan?
Love it.
Let's see. And Soul Brother saying it'll be 80 again this weekend in Atlanta. Yeah, like Saturday here is supposed to be like 84.
I think we're all kind of hitting that heat wave part where, like, because
Yeah.
I think for most people that join in that we talk to, um, it's like we kind of, bring up the weather. It's normal conversation. But then most people, they're like, yeah, we're kind of hitting that same thing. It's like, oh, we got a heat wave or we got a lot of snow, right? We all kind of hit it, and it generally is about the same for the most part when you get these, fronts that come through.
Yeah.
And so hopefully this weekend for everybody, like we're looking at great weather for those that like to do photography, take their toys outside. This is a great time. right? Great
Yeah.
time of the year when you get those nice days that you can take some vehicles
The
outside and do some
humidity
stuff.
hasn't kicked in too bad yet
Yes,
here.
yes,
So
exactly. Yeah, no
there's
doubt.
there's a difference between 84 in March and 84 in June here. So
Um, Speaking of um, finding or talking about some toys, uh, I went by Walmart today, a different Walmart than I ever go to. I never go to this Walmart. And this Walmart had completely different G.I. Joe classified than the one that's about 3.5 miles down the road. It's fascinating to me. They had heavy duty, they had Budo, they had the Hawk and MMS for the $79.99 price. And then as I'm walking by, dude, they have middle aisles that are stuffed, absolutely stuffed with clearance items, regular items. It's all mixed up together, but they've got one thing after another in the middle of the toy, in the big aisle, and it's one thing after another, and it is just stuffed full of toys. And I happen to look down, and what do I find? I find the Triple T Transformers collab with Sergeant
mhm.
Slaughter and Leatherneck. And so I'm like, oh shit, this might be on clearance. This would be awesome, hell yeah. And I pull it out, and it's got a yellow sticker on it, and the yellow sticker says 89.95.
on the yellow clearance sticker, you sent that to me. I was like, that's retail. That's what it's sold for when you could pre-order it.
I was like, what? And then I decide, okay, like we all do, because we all do this, right? You see a price, you pull your phone out immediately, and you go right to Google it, and then maybe shopping, right? The
Yeah.
tab. And BBTS has it for like 69 bucks or 65 bucks.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
There's
so then why would I grab this right now? Now,
some
shipping,
of
I
the
don't know, whatever.
some of the people that have those gold mine Walmarts, like Daredevil Dave,
Oh my
like
gosh.
some people that have those Walmarts have found that thing. I've seen people find it marked down to like 35, 40 bucks.
If
So
I had seen that Triple T Transformers collab for 35 bucks, I would have gotten it.
I'd have
Had
bought
I
it.
had I seen the and it's not even my favorite. I should have jumped on those when I had the chance when I saw like the other ones in the Thunder Machine, whatever. But the Hawk MMS, which I actually canceled my pre-order, if that had been marked down at all, I probably would have grabbed it. But I was like,
Yeah.
nah, nah. Maybe at Joe Fest I might find somebody who I can barter with and maybe
Yeah.
grab it. You know.
Uh, got war chest full of toys in the house. What's up, Scott?
Yeah, man.
Um, so the Walmart that I go to, the one that's got that island that's had the crystal balls and whatnot, they have that cup triple T thing, and
Okay.
I don't know how many they had, but they have one now, and it has been there. Like I don't know if they've ever sold one, but it was on the aisle thing with the display, and it sat there, and then it disappeared, but it was on the clearance aisle, and it was on clearance, and they marked it down to 73, like 73.92. I'm like, y'all really ain't trying to get rid of this thing very hard, are you? And it sat in the clearance aisle for about 2 weeks. And the next time I went down the clearance aisle first, and it was gone. I was like, holy shit, somebody bought it. And then when I walked back over to the little display aisle, it was back over there, and the
They put
clearance
the
sticker was
okay.
gone.
Yeah,
Was
exactly.
gone.
And you know what I hate about Walmart, and you guys all know, you feel this pain. I hate Walmart online because they do the third party seller deal.
Yeah,
Right. And
got to
so instead
filter
of
it.
it, yes, you have to filter it because instead of it being like, hey, this is Walmart's price and this is what it is, that you get that third party price shit where like you just get some wild discrepancies in pricing on some
Yeah.
stuff. It's nuts, man. And I hate that. I really do. It gets on my nerves so much. And so you can't ever trust it, right? Like, just casually looking. But I was hoping I was going to score. I really was. And I don't have the Hawk and MMS. And I thought, okay, if I had somebody price it for me, and
Yeah.
I had an LED frisbee in my hand, which is a whole completely other story with my son. And now we're into frisbee. Okay, football and frisbee. I don't know how this happened, but and so we have a glow in the dark football. Now we have a glow in the dark frisbee. And so I pick up a frisbee and I have Hawk in my hand, and I walk up and I'm saying, "Can you price these for me?" And she's like, "Okay, well this one's $12.95 and this one's $79.99." I said, "I'll be taking the frisbee."
Yeah. Frisbee today. I'll come back for the other one. So
Whatever. Is anybody in the chat I'd like to know, was that Hawk and MMS, was that on your to-do list, I guess? Or like, was that one of those ones you had to have, or was it something you'd rather just fill out later in your classified collection? I'm curious what the chat has to say about that. For me, it was a fill out later.
yeah, it pretty much was for me too. What's up, Evil Dookie?
Hey,
Because I never ordered that, and then I had taken some stuff down to Yojo Depot to do some trading, and he had it, and
okay.
he was like, "Are you interested in the Hawk and the MMS?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't have it." So talk to me, Goose. So that's how I wound up getting it because I didn't pre-order it. It is actually like it's a better set than um the MMS and Techno Viper.
Okay.
Other than it, being Techno Viper, but like Hawk is a pretty damn good figure and
Okay,
it looks better
that's
in green.
that's the part, right? Because the techno, even a different color, whatever, but Hawk, that, yeah, and the younger version with the flat top or whatever, right? The hard flat top and everything. I mean, that just for me, and yes, as Matthew, succinctly puts out there, the OG 13, and it's
Yeah.
for most of us, it's one of those things we have to have, like Soul Brother, right? It's just one of those things. It's like, man, I gotta have it. I really don't care about the MMS part, right? I need that Hawk, which is
Yeah.
kind of a bummer for me because I would have preferred to have Hawk alone, but I get why they did what they did. It is what
Yeah, I
it
mean,
is.
he come with it originally, so you knew that was going to happen. So,
Right.
Graf has some strong feelings about Hawk and the MMS. It's the greatest toy ever made. Anyone that missed it are heading down a path of regret and tears for years.
I actually think I
What?
feel some coming on right now, and I might get a little verklempt because I'm about to regret all the things in my life that I have not done or have done wrong. Actually,
Wow.
that's kind of feeling
We'll
a
be
little bit.
if we're gonna do that, we'll be here a while.
We
Well,
might. I might have to get a leather couch and kick back, folks, for a little bit, if you don't mind. And I'm gonna need that for about 3 days.
Crow saying Hawk's a good figure. All other aspects of that set were easy to go without. And HK Viper, he's waiting on a sale someday, and it's like
Yeah.
it's going on clearance. Amazon puts it on sale quite often. And speaking of Amazon, because I'll share this real quick, and we'll be a minute before we start sharing a lot of screens, but um there's that damn snake eyes and polar bear I need. They've got it for
Shit.
57.20 right now.
Um. All right. So what? $7 off, basically.
Well,
On some
yeah,
of.
I mean they've reduced the list. They've got it listing for 64.99, but that dropped. It was 75,
Oh,
so it's dropped,
that
and now
I
it's
did
dropped
not
even
know.
more.
Okay,
Yeah,
that I did not know. You know what? And actually, I actually really want that one. But
just
if
want the bear.
anybody's, well, and you're not alone, and most people want the bear. I know that's like Matthew probably I think was all about the bear, as much as we brought it up. I want the snake eyes. and but for me, it's the mass device part about it. That's
Oh
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
that. I'm a big fan of that. I want that part of the collection, and I remember when I that was in the midst of having some stuff randomly canceled for me for some reason
Oh
by
yeah, yeah.
Hasbro, and so a couple things I cleared up. I assumed I'd be able to get that at some point for, you know, cheaper.
That is something that you probably, I bet you can find that thing at Joe Fest for 50
Yes.
or $60.
And that's what
Um,
I'm banking on. That's exactly what I'm banking on. But I do want to talk to you, and we're going to bring it up. Obviously, I'm sure we will about the pre-orders here recently.
oh yeah,
So
I've
yeah,
got
we're going to
them.
get into it, and I can't wait to get into it because some people might be surprised at my feelings about one of these pre-orders. Considering my feelings about GI Joe and the way I look at it from the military and stuff aspect, so we'll see. We'll get into it, but yeah, man, I figured I'd be able to get that polar bear snake I said, and I don't see any problem with that at all.
Um, yeah, I do want it, and I've been waiting. Like I've been saying, like 50 and less. You know, when I see it for 50 or less, I'll jump. So, but I just got
Yeah,
some other stuff. So that's the only reason I didn't um pull the trigger on that right now. So, before we start getting real far into talking about the
yeah,
toy stuff, we'll tell the folks what we're gonna do tonight. Later on for our main thing.
just for
So,
fun.
uh, Pop had a good idea of playing Guess Who. Pretty straightforward. We've each picked some GI Joe, Cobra, whatever Joe property characters, and we're going to play the old Guess Who game, and we're going to try to guess who the other person's character is. And we haven't actually defined the rules for like that, so we'll do that when we get to it because that might be fun. And I think the chat will be able to chime in and have some fun with that too. So we'll when we get to it, we'll get all that. So
Yeah, yeah, no doubt
um,
about it.
so we will start with let's see, we've already kind of touched on what's going on. Um, so you got any new toys? Have you got
Uh,
anything new
I
in?
I did apologize. Give me like 12. Actually, you know what? Give me 10 seconds. I'm about to use my sprinting skills.
Ninja Run. I hear the Bionic Man theme. I know what he's going to get, unless he got something else.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, no, I just knocked my light over. And it didn't break. I have
That's
such
always a
great
plus.
luck. I know, right? Okay. I got this guy. Uh, I'm not the
Bobby.
biggest Cobra. Wait, here we go. There we go. I forgot which I had StreamYard and YouTube on. I'm like, wait a minute. What screen am I looking at? This is the one. Yes, Cobra La. So this guy came on my doorstep. What
Wow,
yesterday?
that's pretty forward.
Well, I gotta be honest with you. It was a little gooey.
Yeah, you're in a pretty good neighborhood too. That's
Well, and
surprising.
as you can see that with the smile that he has, he knew what he did.
Yeah,
He
he
knew
knew.
exactly what he did, you
He knew.
dirty, old dirty bastard. But yeah, dude. So I am excited for this guy. I didn't think I would be, but watching the reviews and hearing about the sturdiness of this guy compared to Nemesis Immortal, which we've brought up and talked about, but he did show up, and so I can't wait. Looking at some of Matthew's photographs, and the wings and everything, the kind of the iridescent, you know, whatever you have lighting behind him and stuff. I love it. I love the you know, the different options for this figure. And
A lot
so
of options.
I was not a big Cobra Law fan, straight up. When that came out, I was like, nah, not gonna be doing this. I can't get behind this. The movie ruined it for me. But I got to tell you, what they've done with Classified, extremely, happy with some of those wild characters they've done and taken us on that journey. And so with this one with Globulus, I can't wait till we get
Oh
Globulus. I
yeah.
can't even imagine what that's going to be like, and I think they're going to knock it out of the park. Nemesis was the one that I was, we all were extremely disappointed by, just because of the figure itself. It doesn't mean that it wasn't the aesthetics. It
It
was the
looked great.
execution, the execution of the figure. Pythona, I'm sorry, man. Pythona, that figure is wonderful.
Python
Wonderful figure.
freaking awesome.
But I do like this. I got to be honest. The only complaint that I have, and you can bank me back down to me and you if you want to, because everybody's seen this guy. The only complaint I have, dude, is I almost wish he was a little thinner. Like, I, not that all of these guards, because look, you can obviously change out for photographs. You have four of them, six of them, whatever, with the different heads. I kind of wish he was a little more thinner and malleable is not the word. The word I'm looking for is like not as thick like
Chunky.
Nemesis, just a little more maybe sinewy. I don't know. Um,
But he has the chitin.
yeah, chitin. I don't even know how the hell you pronounce it. Right? I
Chitlins.
hear I hear Lenny call it different things at different times. But for me, I just maybe wish that he was just a little bit thinner, not smaller. Tall is fine, but just a little thinner. Like I don't know if that even makes sense to anybody. I don't know how to convey
Yeah,
it right
they
now.
beefed him up.
They did. They beat him up a bit, and that's okay. But I almost wish it just had a little bit different body style. But other than that, I have no complaints right now. I love it. The face sculpts and the obviously the armored helmet sculpt. So yeah, man, he came.
Oh.
That's my newest addition. My porch is a mess.
Clint Jorgensen is in the house saying
Svelte.
if Pop would have put his Nemesis Immortal review in Punk's channel, he'd be bigger than Shartimus because you the one figure and you reviewed and you actually did you nailed it with that figure because you had it way before anybody else for some reason. You're on Hasbro's good graces sending you stuff.
I did but the comments are not so kind and very much warranted, by the way.
This is a terrible review.
Yeah, this is one of the worst reviews I've ever seen, or this is a terrible review. And I'm like, you are correct, sir.
Yeah.
I will say this. If I was in Hasbro's good graces, I don't think they would have punked me, no pun intended, by sending me my diver set and then giving me three white heads and one black head. I
That
still
was
I still
funny.
don't understand how that happened.
That was funny. Let's see. So, and Clint is in Hawaii right now. It's 3:44 in Kona right now. You guys are big
Yeah.
here. We're I hope so. Spread the word. Also,
That's awesome.
bring me some coffee every time I see you in chat. Since you're talking about it, I would, like, bring coffee, Clint, because you can bring back so much, and
Speaking
they
of
have
which,
good coffee.
I got to go grab mine.
Okay.
I made it before we went on. I put the lid on it and everything, and I forgot to grab it. So let me grab it. Give me another 7 seconds.
Don't knock any lights over. Sabir del Norte is in the house. Saludos, mi gente, and everybody. What's up, Sabir?
Told you.
Rawhide. Cut them out. Ride them in. Ride them in. Cut them out.
I'm quick when I need to be, except when I'm running passing routes for my son, and then it's just a really sad state of affairs.
Or picking up food, but that wasn't your fault.
Oh, Jesus. Holy moly. Matthew's not going to let me live it down now. You watch. He's going to give me
No,
crap for
probably
the next
not.
several weeks.
Matthew, talking about comics, did anybody pick up the new Joe comic today? I did not, but I cannot wait to read it because of how the last one ended.
I'll be picking it up tomorrow on my way to work. I have the most recent uh, Larry Hama run comic, and then the number 30 Transformers, which I have not read yet, but there's some controversy. There is controversy brewing with the Transformers Energon universe, man. It is, I don't know if it's something you want to get into. We don't have to, but there is some controversy going on. There are people that are not happy right now with that comic at all.
Yeah, I haven't been reading that one.
It's good. It is good. I've enjoyed it, but man, oh man, there is some controversy. And for those that have been reading it, that have the latest issue with Alita One and Optimus, there is some controversy for sure, and people are not happy at all about it. So if anybody in the chat knows about that or wants to, mention it, I will. But if nobody's had a chance to read it yet, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. But yeah, it's that Transformers book is definitely causing some heat right now.
Word. Lone Dragon is in the house. What's going on?
Yeah.
Lone Dragon, come to chew bubble ass and kick gum.
I like both of
Oh,
those things.
sweet. Clint got me some coffee. I appreciate it. Love me some Kona coffee. And I saw I didn't highlight it, but I saw it. Dookie somewhere up here had said that he was sending us some stickers. So I always look
Yes.
forward to stickers for the sticker board over here. So I did get some stuff in. I actually got I got 4 things recently, and one of them you guys have probably already seen because I have done a video on it, and a lot of you guys have it. And if you don't have it and you want it, and I recommend getting it, went up today on Valaverse, and that is the black Zolocon figure. This thing's awesome. Like, say what you want. Like, I love pirates. I love pirate like sea lore. Um, this guy can be what you want him to be. He can be just a dude in a scary costume like Blackbeard tried to scare people, or he can be a ghost, a squid ghost. I love this thing. It's a damn good figure. So I got that in, and then the one that I just got in on Monday that I have been waiting 2 years for, and I have not reviewed. Take that back. I have reviewed it. I have not begun to edit the footage or the pictures for the review, but and I may not even do it. I may just freaking do some pictures and put it out.
Oh
Finally,
wow.
finally
Okay.
got Bulletproof
Hell yeah.
from Cops and Crooks from Fresh Monkey Fiction. I know a lot of people, or a few people, have already got this dude and reviewed him. Unlike a lot of those people, I actually loved Cops and Crooks, and it is my favorite. Like, anytime we have the discussion of what line, do you want to see revived, Cops is my number one. I love it. They've got, looks like, 2 more in the pipeline. Um, it's a good figure. If you have any Fresh Monkey Fiction stuff, it's gonna be about the same quality and the same issues you may have. Actually, after messing around with it, after my review and getting him out of the box, I do have a couple of nitpicks with him. I got the cuff of his jacket's kind of threaded, some threads coming loose there, but
Whoa.
I don't buy I don't buy a lot of Fresh Monkey stuff, and I don't buy a lot from Big Bad, but
I hear they don't take criticism very well either.
they do not. That's part of why I don't fucking buy nothing. But they're the only ones doing Cops figures, so Cops will be a line that I will probably be all in on. So the other one that I got was he showed up today.
Yeah, all right.
Oh,
Did he
wait, where'd I
come
go?
on your front porch too?
No, he came in the box.
Oh, well, at least you can just fold that up and throw it away in the recycle. I had to get the deck scrubber out and formula, the was it the cleaner, 409 cleaner or whatever.
If you're lucky, that box will just clean itself because it's natural. I actually I got so I got this guy today. I got mine from Target. And even though there were four Targets within 45 miles of me that had it in stock, the one I ordered it from, it got canceled as Target does when you order early in the morning. So they did have it available to ship. So I bought it, had it shipped last week. It was originally supposed to be here Friday, and now it showed up from on Wednesday. So what I was saying, four Targets within 45 miles of me, and they shipped me one from Anaheim, California. So I
Lovely.
really, I really wanted to open this guy before the stream tonight, and then just not do the unboxing part on my review. But
Yeah.
I didn't have time to open him up before we went on. And the last thing that I got was I went down to Yojo Depot today and talked to my buddy Jay, and he's had this down there for about 2 months, and I've had my eye on it, and I finally bought it today because I need some of the parts. I bought a loose complete scrap iron,
Okay.
so he was $15.
Oh, that's great, especially for the blast effects or whatever.
And I have some plans for some scrap iron parts, so that makes my fourth classified scrap iron. Okay.
You're not a fan.
Well, I have one in the box. I've got one sealed in the box, man. I have the one that's in the main display behind me that's standing with Firefly, his homie. And then I have the one right there that is just a little square that's the scrap iron shrine. And that is the scrap iron that is my pocket fig and also the one who works for Tuco Viper for Cover News
Okay.
Now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And now I need one for parts and customizing. So now I have four classified scrap irons.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, but
yeah, that's right.
for that price, you know.
$15, little man. Put that shit in my hand.
I heard that, brother.
That is
I heard
correct.
that.
So that's what I've got. I've got one other thing on order, and I don't know where it is or when it's gonna get here, but it's not coming from it originated from somewhere else. So you know how that goes when you order shit that comes from somewhere else. So
Yeah. I mean, what I want to know, I want to know who was dino hungry. I want to know who was dino hungry.
Dino hungry.
That's right. I want to know who was excited about the
Oh,
pre-orders.
oh yeah, we're getting ready to talk about some pre-orders. Let me make sure I didn't have anything I wanted to
Yeah,
get
for
through
sure.
before that, because we are going to talk about those. The Skybound Kickstarter for the first two volumes
Yep.
of the IDW goes live. It's going to have all of the Joe comics in it. That starts, I think, next week. I think the 23rd. I think. So that's going to be, I think, 8 volumes, and it's all of them up to 300. It's all the original Marvels and all of the IDWs that a lot of people might not have read. So it's everything up into the current Hama series that's out now. So that is next week. Yeah,
I guess my question with that, quickly is, do people like to read their comics that way, in that compendium style, in that trade style?
I think for people that have never read the IDW comics, it's a good way to get them all and have them all, because that's 300 issues, dude. I mean, yeah, that's a stack. That's
It
just like
is.
that. So I think for people that have never read them, people would like to, even though it's big book and whatever, and flipping through it. people that have read them, maybe not so much, and
I
maybe
guess
more
it.
of a collector thing.
I think you're right there. With the collector part, I guess for me, I've just always found it difficult because typically the either the pages are smaller or the print is smaller. Uh, just through the necessity, I guess, of it and what you're doing. And so for me, I've really never cared to try to, unless it's one of these monumental, let's say for instance, Secret Wars, Marvel Secret Wars, or something of that vein, where instead of trying to track down these different comics across these different IP, right, different titles, and then sift through those and try to piece the whole thing together. Yes, putting it all together in one set is wonderful to be able to read through it and understand the storyline and all that stuff. But a lot of times, yeah, it's just the thickness of it. Is what she said. But the thickness of of those types of things, and then the print, size and everything like that, always kind of made it a little more difficult for me to try to really get into and read through. Whereas having the comics obviously makes it a lot easier, but then you get all your ads and all that stuff. So I get both sides of it. It's just who's willing to pay that price to just have the whole collection, so to speak, or at least
I
part
think
of it.
I think for the right price, and if they're the right size, where it's not awkward to read them, maybe. So I'm thinking about when they get into the IDW part of it,
Sure.
getting those, because I don't have those physical comics. I've got almost the whole Marvel run. I'm still missing like 20 something issues, but I've read it all. I've read most all the IDW. So I might be interested when they get to the IDWs, ordering those to have
Yeah.
those in a physical form. But it's not everybody's cup of tea. But I mean, there's some people with far more room and money than I do will just collect it all, and
Yeah, that's true.
they look good on a shelf if nothing else. Um,
No, they typically do. I mean, you're right about that. And look, I'm appreciative of the fact that these things come along every so often, right? When something's successful or something they really want to remarket that back out, repackage it for sale. I'm glad that they do, and for collecting especially. I guess it's just one of those things for me that um, I don't know. I guess it depends on how it's done. I've
yeah,
seen some of those bigger. I don't know about you, but when I've gone to the comic shop and I'm kind of looking through, and then I'll see two or three of um, the new Energon run for Transformers and GI Joe, and they've got that big thick book, and I'll pick it
yeah,
up and kind of flip through it, and it's like, dang, I really got to open this sucker up to get to those inside panels, right? Those
yeah.
inside panels in particular. It's kind of tough sometimes, but it's a personal taste.
What's up, Shane? Same time toys is joined us, as has 610 Yojo Daddy. What's going on?
That's one
Um,
big dude.
Says he got the first four and he's getting the IDW. So there you go. There's somebody we know that is ordering them. And Crow, we talked about this a little bit last week, and Crow had a good point. He's like, it seems like there's a new one of these every year, because they just had
Yeah.
the fancy the Marvel run with the Are You Joe or Cobra, and those are badass, but it was just
Yes.
something that I mean, I not something I needed, but for the collectability, I think those are great for the shelf. These will probably be great for reading and bending and stuff.
Yeah,
So
it's part of the whole deal, right? It just is what it is. I mean, you see one every year or every whatever. I think, like I said, if you find something, you have something successful, repackage it, resell it in a different way for those that missed out. then here's your chance to just scoop it all up at one time. You know, the
Yeah.
omnibus stuff, obviously, and I have a few omnibus myself. And I want to say real quick, Yojo Daddy, 610 Yojo Daddy. I love the pic that you took of your kids and then their friend in front of the Stranger Things house. I think it
Oh shit.
was. That was a really cool pick. I saw that the other day, man. I just want to comment on that. It was a really cool pick. Took a trip and ended up, I think it's down in Georgia, if I'm not mistaken, in front of the one of the houses that was used in Stranger Things. I could be wrong, but correct me if I'm wrong.
Nice.
But pretty cool. That was a cool picture. So just want to say that.
One last thing before we start looking at some. Actually, I have two things before we get into the Joe stuff. So, if anybody is going to Toylanta, not this weekend, but next weekend, I'm going down on Saturday, and I'll be down there during the day on Saturday. I'm not spending the night or anything. It's a long ass day, but I'm going to drive down and hang out and drive back. Um, and Pop was gonna try and go, but he couldn't swing it to
Yeah,
be able to go.
there's no way for me to get out of work. I mean, that's the biggest problem of it. I think it's because it's yeah. Wait, this weekend, the next weekend, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah, I'm working this
twenty
weekend.
eighth.
Yeah, it's the following weekend. Man, yeah, there's kind of some plans. I mean, you don't really know about it, it's no big deal. There's kind of some plans tentatively about that on that particular day. Um, I might be able to swing. I don't know. It'd be last minute, man. It'd be last minute. Had to
Oh,
try to
that's
really
fine.
try to work that
Long,
out. So I'll see if I can't. I'll see if I
long as
can't.
long as you're here by 6 a.m. That's Saturday
Yeah,
morning.
yeah.
That's fine with me. Um,
But we'll see.
so as far as that goes, I brought that up tonight because so this went live at 8 o'clock our time tonight. Uh, it's kind of a lot of people have been kind of looking forward to this. This is the Toy Lana, the Savage Crucible. So this is the Toy Lana exclusive, dude. And there's one other figure that they're gonna have that is gonna be available, but the first time you're gonna be able to buy it is at Toy Lana. So on the Savage Crucible, the Harbinger Studios site, it just went up tonight. So what you do is you when you click on that, it brings you to these are the two guys um, that are going to be there. So this is the guy that's going to be available everywhere, but they're selling him there first. And then this is the Toy Lana exclusive dude. So what you got to do if you're going to the show, you have to get on here and go through this process, and you add them to your cart, and you go through shop or Shopify or whatever the hell it is. We've all used it for something. Um, and you don't pay for it, but they send you a ticket. They email you a ticket, and you have to present that ticket and a ID at their booth at Toy Lana to pick your figures up. And you've got to pick them up by noon on Sunday or they go back into the stock. So it's not like a lottery, it's not anything, but this is the only way you're going to be able to get them is to do it this way. So
Wow.
I do want to get this dude. I don't have any Savage Crucible figures yet, and this guy is close enough to a skeleton looking dude for me that I can put him on the shelf so I can justify him. So if anybody's going and you're interested, that did open up tonight.
Man, that helmet. I don't know. Some of that reminds me of like Road Warrior, like Mad Max Road Warrior. I know it doesn't fit the aesthetic, so to speak, and the skin tone of that figure, but there's something about that that just gives me like that post-apocalyptic feel. I don't know.
Wait, look,
I,
I didn't read the lore about him. I just think he's a cool ass looking figure. So that I every time I see the Savage Crucible, like everybody tells me I should get one because I like some of the Mythic Legion stuff,
I
and they're
thought
such good figures.
thought you
And
had them already.
I've never bought one. I should have bought one at Titans Toy Expo when I went when October, whenever it was. Um, I should have bought one there because they were there here in Nashville. So, but I didn't. So, Toylanta, that's going to be one of my. I'm not going to buy much. I'm really just going down there to hang and look around. But
Well,
that,
who else going to be down there? Like, have you gotten confirmation of some folks that are going for sure that you know that
yeah,
going to
oh
run
yeah,
into?
yeah. I know Soul Brothers in the chat. He's going to be
Okay,
down there. I know
sweet.
some of the podcasts from the pit guys. I don't know who. I don't know if Casey's going. Joe or Ross said he's going to try and go. I think Maximum Warp's going to try and go. Um, that'll be like random people. Like there's a lot of people that we know in the chats going. Um, but I just really want to go for the experience and another con. It's reasonable close. Get
Sure.
some get some footage. Jay Yojo Depot, he'll be set up there. He's got a booth there, so um, I'll be able to talk to him. And last year I watched his booth for him so he could go piss or
Oh, that's
whatever, go
right.
look around. So
And you
um,
made some sales. That was good. That
so
was good.
um, so yeah, I just gave some shit away now. uh, well, I hope he never hears me say that. I'll never be given responsibility again.
You'll never catch me.
No, I brought him food and stuff. I was like, yeah, I'll grab you a sandwich. So anyway, so I will be down there for a while on Saturday. If anybody's going, I will probably have on my 3-star Steelers jersey. That's kind of become my con going attire. So
Very good.
I won't be too hard to spot, I don't think. All right. So the next thing we will get into some Joe stuff, but before we get into some Joe stuff, I got to show this. So this is something that Ramen showed the other day. Ace put this up. You know what that is?
Well, that looks like Bo Duke and Daisy Duke.
Yeah.
If
So
I am correct.
so finally gonna get some 6-inch Dukes figures. Hopefully
Okay,
so.
so you know what that means. Just deductive reasoning, right? Is that we're going to get the figures. And I assume we'll get a General Lee.
He's already done the general.
I know, but I would hope that maybe we would get, because the availability of that
Oh
at
yeah.
this point is going to be tough to come by. Am I wrong about that?
No, it's sold out again. He's already done a second run of it on the new with the new
So
tweaks that he did to the racer.
let's
So
do run number 3.
yeah, maybe it'll spark the interest enough to do it. Because that thing, man, the first run of the General Lee version of the racer, I haven't looked it up for a while, but that thing was selling for like $700.
I mean, so
Uh,
to me, I'm just like, if you're going to do this, if you're going to do this at this point now, it only seems fair to do a third run on that car. Because
yeah,
because otherwise, then you're kind of hamstringing people, right? If you want them to pick these up and you want them to go in on these, if the only people that are going to buy them are people that already have it, right?
yeah,
Then you're whatever those numbers are, you're still kind of selling yourself short, right? In a
yeah.
way. So if you
I think
do another run, I think it would only make sense. Yes, you could do Daisy's Jeep. Yes, you could do Cooter's tow truck. Yes, you could do Roscoe P. Coltrane's car.
Turk's
police
got it
car.
right here.
Or you could do
Boss
Boss
Hog's
Hogs.
caddy.
Sure, sure. And if we get a Boss Hog figure, but again, at this point, if you're going to do this, I would like to see more people be able to get into it and add to the collection than having to go out there in the wild wild west and try to fill out a General Lee
Yeah.
at this
The
point.
man, when he did that second run on it, I was like, man, I couldn't swing it at the time. I wanted it so bad,
I
but
get it.
I I couldn't swing it when it was up, and yeah, I missed it. So maybe somewhere down the road,
So
he, I'll pick it up, or maybe he will do another one.
so 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 Lone Dragon has a good question here because I don't know
I don't
personally.
have
I
I
don't
don't
know myself.
have I don't have any of the figures, any of his figures. He's done like Brave Star, the Aces of Aviation, and he's done like the Centurions figures. Um, the Wave 2 of Aces of Aviation is up right now, and they're on the early bird where you can buy them. I know Punk got at least one, and he liked it okay. I think he had like some slight issue with it. Most people that I've seen that have gotten Brave Star have really liked it. But I mean, you're also talking anywhere from like they're like 70 to $100 a figure. Um,
Shit.
yeah. So the
Mm,
Aces of Aviation are still up 49.95 on the early bird right now. So
okay.
I'd like to get the Iceman one, and maybe the Goose. There's a Jester, so I don't know. Like I haven't had any of the figures. Like he hasn't done anything yet that I just have to have right for the
Yeah.
prices. So
Yeah.
if I've got the ramen vans, the revs. If he had have done an A team set or at least BA, I would have gotten that. But he didn't. I don't know if couldn't get licensing
Well,
or whatever.
and that was going to be my question. Like, so is it one thing, and maybe the chat, Matthew, I don't know, can answer this. Is it one thing to be able to get the license to make a vehicle, but obviously likenesses are a completely different thing when it comes to human
Yeah,
actors, characters, clothing items like Mr. T and his chains. If you're gonna let's just say you made a random like black character with a mohawk, but you want to put a bunch of chains on him, right? Is there some kind of something in there where it's like, hey, this is too close to Mr. T? Like I know that sounds goofy, but like I could see where that's kind of some kind of clause in something,
and
right?
that's
Like,
exactly what it would be like Mister X or sorry or Mister S or
yeah, yeah, yeah,
so
no, yeah, right. So I
it's
mean, I'm just
exactly what it would be.
that's what I'm curious about, just in that if vehicles and likeness image, completely or character, whatever is two different things, I guess.
Yeah. And Nolan says he has the Marshall and he's pleased with it. Man, I tell you what, Techno Horse. So he's doing 30/30, but his is called Techno Horse.
Okay.
Um, it looks so damn good. But it's like 120 or $30, but it's also big. Like
Yeah.
it's a horse and an action
Yeah.
figure.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. For sure.
but it looks badass. They had the prototype at Joe Fest last year. I don't know if you remember seeing it or not, but he had it there.
Yeah. Yeah. I do. Yep.
Um, but all right, so that's a thing. If you guys keep your eyes out, if this goes through, I don't know. He just showed this and was like, "This is a teaser." So sometimes he does that, and nothing ever comes of it because stuff might get shut down or
That makes
whatever.
sense.
So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll get these. I know we already know he's doing Kit. He's
Nice.
teased. He's teased the Bandit Trans Am. He's teased
Oh.
Trigger. Um, a lot of people are really wanting him to do the Fall Guy Jeep or Fall Guy truck, which I would definitely want.
Yeah,
Um,
that'd be cool. Not quite for me up there on that pantheon, but I get it. You know, I totally get it.
um, yeah, it's look, fingers crossed. It'll be probably next year before these ever happen if they happen, but fingers crossed because I'd love some 6-inch scale Dukes figures.
Shit, I want that scale in that Trans Am, baby, with that
That will be a
gold.
must.
Oh, on the front hood. Oh my god, that gold bird and the T tops, and come on,
Yeah,
man. Holy
yeah. So
moly.
yeah,
Whew.
Trigger, yeah, the Bandit Trans Am, yeah.
Yes.
So what he did was he showed
Come
the
on.
graphics, but he showed it on a ramen racer.
Mm.
And everybody was like, "Oh, that's sacrilege," blah blah blah. But all he was doing was like, "Yeah, look at these decals that we're getting made right now. These aren't going on a charger, so
Dude, that
hopefully
that that car, folks, like growing up, like
that was
that
it."
car was it, man.
Hmm.
Holy shit, that car
That
was
was
it. Mm.
that was the jam back in the day.
I
So,
mean,
man,
the Duke's car was great. You know, Kit was great. I mean, we all know that, but man, I'll tell you, my God, that Trans Am, mm. Miss
yeah.
Chef's
Uh,
kiss.
he's also, last I heard, trying to get the actual rights to Airwolf, and
Yeah, I think I read
he
about that.
he is also going to do an F-14 for the Aces of Aviation figures.
Works for me. I like
So
that too. I might be into some ramen shit then, depending on what
yeah.
it is.
Let's see. And Shane says, I got to work on Bart's
Oh
Thunderbird
wow.
after he
Okay.
sold it.
Yeah.
Thunderbird, his Thunderbird, like the Trans Am, like the Thunder
Yeah.
Chicken, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I would
so
assume.
I've told this story before, but I haven't told it for a long ass time. So some of you guys might not have heard it. So Jerry Reed used to live about 10 to 15 minutes from where I live now. Probably 10 minutes. And where I grew up, the house I grew up in was probably 10, 15 minutes on the other side of it. So, needless to say, I grew up near Jerry Reed. When I was a little kid, my dad dug his swimming pool at his house, and with I went to work with my dad, and I mean, I was like young enough to like you barely start having memories of stuff. Jerry Reed was not there; he was out on tour, but his wife was, and she was going to the store. And when she went to the store, she opened the garage and went to the store in Jerry Reed's Trigger Trans Am and took me with her. So I was so young, I barely remember it, but I got to ride in Jerry Reed's Trigger Trans Am. So
Nice. Nice.
I wish I'd have been just a little older so I could remember more about it. I just remember the garage opening and her backing it out, and then me getting in it, and like I couldn't even really see over the dashboard in it. But yeah,
Sure. At that age,
yeah,
what I do appreciate is that there are references to uh, the gold mine and the shaft in the chat. That's
yeah,
that
yeah.
is beautiful. You guys are awesome. I swear. I look up and I'm like, oh yeah, they get
Yeah.
it. They
What's
know
up,
what's up.
Stu?
Yeah,
Split it right
Stu.
down the middle. And she got the better half.
Stu knows what's up. That's great, man. That's funny as hell. Yeah, Shane. So it was a Thunderbird actually,
Okay.
and Shane says it had about 40 coats of paint on it. That's funny. Uh, Yeah, I mean, who knows how many cars he had, right? Like he probably
Oh
had
yeah,
several, different
yeah,
ones. But yeah, of a different time, man. Cars had so much character back then,
yeah.
uniqueness, just beautiful,
Now,
beautiful.
now they're just all square and angles. And what I hate is you cannot tell anymore at night when you meet a car in the coming down the highway what kind of car it is. Remember that you used to be able to tell from
Yeah,
the
yeah, you could
headlight
tell,
what you were about
100%.
to meet in the road,
Yeah,
and unless it's something with some super proprietary headlights like a maybe a BMW
it could
or
be a
a freaking
Tesla or some
Cybertruck,
shit,
something
right?
like that. But I miss that.
It's just
So
everything to me seems like the not full size SUV, but kind of the half size,
yeah,
and or smaller compact car. It's kind of a couple sizes really, and then your pickup trucks and that's about it. They all look the same. You could look at a Honda, a Toyota, a Nissan SUV. They all look the same. They give or take a couple little
yeah.
things here or there. There's just no character. There's no character at all. And I get it in the name of safety and other things, right? But
Safety
and
first.
cost, the cost of the materials obviously is probably quite a bit cheaper now than it would have been with steel. I don't know, but yeah, lot of character lost, man. It's just one of those things from a bygone era. But cars
Yep.
definitely used to have a lot of character, man. And the kind of car you had said a whole lot about the kind of person you were, and at least until you have a family, if that's what you're in for. And yes, things do change, but in your
Mhm.
20s or whatever, 20s into your 30s, man, the kind of car you had definitely said a whole lot about kind of how you were as a person and what you were into.
For sure. We'll say what's up to Joe Fan has joined us home from work.
Yeah.
Probably going to be asleep in about 15 minutes.
Don't do it,
Uh,
man. Resist the call,
so it's
brother.
going to be
Resist the
funny.
call. Yeah.
Uh, Dave's in the
Ooh.
house. Triple D's
Wee.
Toy Dungeon. Just got his son 2003 350Z. Yeah,
Okay.
you can definitely tell what that is when you see it coming. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they still had the headlights down there. You can tell,
Yes.
you can see them.
Yeah, no, cool
Um,
cars. Cool cars,
uh,
actually. I still like those.
those things are fast as shit. Even the non twin turbo ones are fast
Mm-hmm.
as shit.
Yeah, no
Um,
doubt.
buddy Jake had one. He may still have it. I don't know, but man, that thing would haul ass.
Feed
Uh,
Jake.
he's been a good dog. I bet nobody knows that damn song. Uh,
Feed Jake.
it was like the only hit that dude had too.
Yeah, no doubt.
Joe Fan's off tomorrow, enjoying a Modelo.
Then
So
stay up
good,
and
good
finish the
call.
stream, buddy.
I
Don't let that
myself,
chair suck you in.
I myself enjoy a Modelo or six from time to time. Open,
What?
put a little lime juice in there and
Huh? Six,
swirly swirl.
7.
7. I know, sour mini, whatever's in the bottom of the fridge.
I heard that.
All right, let's look at some GI Joe shit.
Let's take a look.
Enough of this. Enough
Let's
of
check
this.
it
So,
out.
this showed up, I believe yesterday. So this picture
Wait,
was
what?
this picture is from Heinrich Hoffman. I don't know. I don't know Heinrich, but he's in all of the toy Facebook groups.
Okay.
He's a big Mythic Legion guy. But he posted this yesterday. This is the Special Forces figure that we've not seen for pre-order yet. So Shark Eyes has done a review on it. I think B's got a
Mm-hmm.
review out on it. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
those guys do. So yeah, Heinrich posted these yesterday, and he is in. I wrote it down. Manassas, Virginia. So
That
not that
looks like
far from us.
Kohl's. That looks like a price
No,
tag from
they
Kohl's.
some of the fancier Walmarts have gone to these.
Okay, because that looks like one
Um,
of them upscale price like
yeah.
tag things.
Um, so apparently these are just randomly showing up at Walmart now. So if you are really interested in the special forces soldier, but here is my gripe with the special forces soldier. $43 for a
Yeah,
deluxe
I
figure now.
I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that.
Um,
Not
and
for that. This guy does not, for me, look as unique and as cool as what's come before. But
I think he looks great, but there is not enough there. This showed up today in LA from uh, Reddit, I guess. Chris McLeod posted this one earlier today, and I saw this. So there's a shitload of them at another Walmart in LA. So if any of you guys in California, check your Walmarts if you want to pay $43 a piece. We've not seen a 60th anniversary or a legacy figure yet that did not go on clearance. So keep that in
right
mind.
now,
I
can you
will
go
be
can
waiting.
down? Can you go down a little bit at the bottom of that picture? I just wanted. I was just curious.
Lifeline, Frag Viper,
Yeah.
and Blowtorch.
Yeah. Okay. I was curious just for a second at the bottom. I was like, who is that? And I
Yeah.
know there was a retro carded just laying on the shelf over there beside it.
Yeah.
Um,
See if we can see who
then up
that
top,
is. Green
that's
shirt?
might be green shirt. Looks like the hands. Of course, those hands could be anybody, but it looks like a green
No,
shirt.
it can't be a
Flint?
green shirt because there's a set of black hands
No, you're
with it
right.
too.
Yep, that's true. Unless like me,
Zap.
Hasbro sends you something that
He
Hey,
send you the racist edition.
yeah, yeah. Thanks, Lenny.
Yeah. Thanks, Hasbro. Thanks,
I'm
Hasbro.
just playing.
Let's see. Look at the chat. Soul Brothers sipping on a
There you
Crown
go.
Coke over
There you
here.
go. Hell
Uh,
yeah. Looks like maybe Flint.
280Z.
280s are cool.
Yeah, I
280s are
like
cool.
those.
Yep, yep,
Those
yep. Friend of mine,
are fun.
he's had like three of them. He loves that car.
Those were some
Um,
fast sons of bitches too.
yes, yes, absolutely. Um,
Let's see.
43.
I can't tell if there's sarcasm because you didn't use the sarcasm
Well,
font.
but it's
Oh,
just
Operation Monster Force Phantom. Okay.
yeah. I
All right,
just
sorry.
for me, it's like when I look at the accessories and the other things, and like I get it. There is some stuff with this guy, but um, is it the Call of Duty masks that's enough for you? Because this looks like Call of Duty skins for me. Like this is what this reminds me of. This
Oh
figure.
yeah,
You
that's what
you get the
everybody's saying.
yeah,
The
right,
ghost head.
and you get the RPG. But I just to me, I like what they've done with the others. I'm not so sure this one calls to me. Obviously, every one of them is different for everybody, but this is one of the ones that for me, even the Marine Sniper, I think, uh, did more for me. I don't really like this color scheme, to be honest with you. I appreciate the scissors. I appreciate the little uh, laptop, whatever the hell. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever.
And it's a whole
Um,
different vest. It's not the
it
same
is,
vest we've seen that's
yeah.
got that on it.
But there, I don't
There's some
know.
new stuff.
This one just doesn't really grab me like the others. I don't know if it's a camo pattern. I don't know if it's just the solid green kind of, or the more just the top and I really can't say, but it just
I
doesn't do much for me like some the other figures do.
I like it. I will get it, but I'm not going to be in any hurry to get this figure because I know that this thing will go on sale. And like Shane had said, the sniper and the Halo were at Ollie's, and I'd actually picked some up at Ollie's or picked up one at Ollie's.
Okay.
Um, Picked up that sniper at Ollie's. I think I don't remember if I got because the ones that I got you, I don't remember if I got them at Ollie's or if I got them somewhere else. But I know I bought a sniper at Ollie's for $13, and like that's a steal for that figure. So this one will be a wait and see for me. And
Me too.
the reviews, like Shark Eyes loves this figure. Like he really
Yeah,
liked this figure.
yeah.
So it by all accounts it looks great. I was really just hoping with the legacy line they would keep on with, like, we got the police officer, we got the firefighter. We were all talking about what are we going to see next. Everybody thought a paramedic, and then here's this guy. So um,
The
hopefully we'll still get those other things.
first grade school teacher with his scissors in his pocket. That's who we got.
Safety scissors.
No,
Safety
I
scissors.
do like that touch and the fact that they painted the handles yellow and all
Yeah,
that. There are things to like within this figure. Look, I'm messing around, of course, and I know some people really want to get this, really like this figure. I guess for me, compared to the others we have gotten, this one is lacking in my personal
yeah.
opinion.
Um, I don't know. I think there's for me it's not. It's just the price point for me. Um, they're getting me in at that price point on a figure that started out at. I mean, what were the legacy or the 60th anniversaries when we first got them? What were they? They were they 27 or 29?
Man, the chat will hit
30,
this one. I'm trying.
30
I thought it was 34.
maybe. Maybe 34, but those have only been out for going on 3 years, and to they've already gone up. If they were 35, they've gone up $8 in less than 3 years.
Well,
Fuck
that's
that.
unnatural. Yeah, that's unnatural, and that's bullshit. And that is and I like what Billy Butch says. Minus the RPG, the weapons are basic bullshit. I agree with you, Billy. The that is bullshit. That is some bullshit inflation. We've seen it with everything. It is unnatural. It's weird. People can say tariffs or not. They've been back and forth, reduced or taken away or whatever. Right? Like it's even hard to keep up with sometimes on that front. But ultimately, to me, there's been some super artificial inflation on a lot of product across the board. But in this particular instance, $8, right? Maybe more
Yeah.
in some instances, possibly. It just to me seems unnaturally high in such a short period of time. Um,
I
we're,
I agree.
we're not
Keep that in
privy.
mind.
Yeah, I mean, to give an example, um, we're not privy to what the numbers are for Hasbro, what their profit margins are, what they need to make on a basic bitch figure or more than that. Of course, we don't know those numbers. That's their information. But I will tell you, at my job, one of our beer vendors that we get, one of the two that we order our draft and like cans, bottles from, they have a policy now. And their policy they started about a month and a half ago or 2 months ago is that in order for us to put in an order for them to deliver, they have to make a baseline like profit of $250. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, and it's probably not a ton for bars that are really busy that order a lot of stuff. But like, I don't know what their profit margins are. I don't know
Yeah.
what are their numbers. How do I know what they make off of a bottle or a 6 pack of bottle beer? So when we put in an order, if for some reason we don't meet that threshold, we have to wait another week to be able to get product. Now I know
Yeah.
these are two different things in a way, but my point being is that like as a consumer and even as a purchaser, we don't know. I don't know what your margins are. I don't know what it takes for you to make money. So in a way, you can kind of just make that shit up however you want to make it up, and nobody has to know. It's just,
Yep.
hey, this is the only way we can make money is if we raise the prices $8. That just seems unnatural to
Yeah.
me. Just in since when they started it, right? Like to now. But
I
hey, what do I know?
I agree. And I do want to say what's up to Joe Ara checking in. What's going on, Joe? I know you said it was going to be touch and go, but did you find out yet if you're going down to Toylanta next weekend? We talked about that a little bit ago. So I know you said it was kind of up in the air on whether or not you were going to go.
And
And
Nolan, yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna respond to that too. Yeah, I mean, look, the price of gas, oil has gone up obviously within literally like the last
week.
yeah. Um, so offsetting shipping costs, understood, totally understood. But again, like that's a pretty large amount of money on a product like that
Yeah.
by weight. You know,
For
like
for to go up that much in 3 years, they've gone up before this recent gas craziness that's going on.
yeah,
These had
yeah, for
already
sure.
gone up. So all right,
Yep.
let's look at some more over
Yeah.
here. And so we got some more to look at. So uh
Hey
pre-orders
yo.
yesterday.
Ding ding
So
ding 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 ding.
talked about it a little bit ago and kind of danced around it with the ordering her and ordering the her and the swamp skier. So you got her right? Did you get Zanya?
So you messaged me. It's really funny. You messaged me while I was at work, and it was pretty. Let's see. I wish I could find it. I would try to find it here on the tablet just because it's larger, but I don't have it synced up with my phone. You messaged me while I was at work, and you said, "Hey, by the way, Dino and Handler and Zanya go up in 10 minutes." Well, I remember hearing my phone go off, but I started having some people come in, so I gotta like do the thing, and it was shit, I don't know, 45, 50 minutes later. I don't know. I text you back and I tried to type out oops and it came out in three different fucking
Ooh,
ways.
yeah.
Yeah, it was stupid. But
Like
yeah,
ooh.
I completely forgot. So I went to Chrome on my phone, which I would rather do that than go to the Hasbro app because the Hasbro app sucks ass. I go to
Yeah, I
Chrome.
deleted that bitch.
I did too. So I go to Chrome, I pull it up, and I'm like, well, it's gonna be sold out. I'm like, but hey, I'll take a look. I am not a huge yes, that's it.
Ooh.
Ooze, oops. I completely forgot. Completely forgot. And so I was like, well, damn. Look, I don't have an attachment to Zanya. I don't have any emotional attachment to this character. I'm not a huge fan. I'm just not. However, let's not kid ourselves, kids. The swamp skier for me is what it's all about. But I do like the look of this character. I like what she comes with. Okay. So even though I'm not a big fan of Zanya and I don't have any emotional attachment to that character, I do like what they've done here. And yes, I know there are custom swamp skiers out there that people you just like the Skyhawk and whatever, and it's like, yeah, Hasbro won't be able to do this better or whatever. I'm okay with this. And I like
Yeah.
this character. I like the way she looks. It's cool. So yeah, I was able to actually get one on pre-order. I didn't think that I would. And so yeah, I was surprised. I thought she would be sold out.
She hasn't sold out yet on Pulse. Um so I'm digging it because if I find some trees, I've got the shit to recreate this picture. Like I've got the moss and everything. I've got the smoke machine. So like, oh man, because that these pictures are usually like, oh, how in the world they get them to look like that? We
Yeah,
joke about that a lot, which was actually really fun. All right, we're gonna move this
right.
right arm back a little. But I saw this one and I'm like, that's cool because I can do that. I've got all of that shit. So I am really excited for Zania. I've talked about it quite a bit. This was actually my most wanted figure, um aside from something like maybe October Guard or something like that. But I've been waiting for Zanya ever since I knew that they did Kamakura. um,
Okay.
because he's from Devil's Due as well. So as soon as when I because Kamakura come out right before I started collecting classified, and when I saw they did Kamakura, that was the first thing I thought was hell yeah, maybe they'll do Zanya, and here we are.
Right.
Almost 150 figures later, and they're actually making her. So I've really, really been looking forward to this figure.
Yeah, I know you have, and I know other people really do talk about her. They love that comic run and like her in there. I guess obviously it was only a matter of time, probably due to maybe the demand, so to speak. I mean, it makes sense, and I get it. Look, here's the deal, folks. I don't keep up with the third party companies. Like I don't scour the websites and the different toy websites and stuff like looking for third party stuff. Now
Yeah,
I'm not one of those people that's just like it has to have the GI Joe name on it and or otherwise I'm out. I also don't
yeah,
feel that way because I do have the fans hobby, their version of the Skyhawk back here that I picked up at Joe Fest, but um, I don't go and look at all that stuff. So a lot of times I don't even know anything about it. And
yeah,
so when I do see the stuff come up from Hasbro like this, it's just that I'm like, oh, cool, I like that or I don't like it. But I really don't keep up with a lot of those other custom or third party companies that make these and maybe make them better or cheaper, right? And so if it was presented to me and I've seen them, then I guess maybe that I would feel differently about it. Otherwise, it's just not on my radar.
yeah.
So to me, I'm like, okay, hell yeah, cool, man. Swamp Skier's coming out, and I won't give it to her. I mean,
No,
I'm not. I mean, that is what it is. It's going to Zartan, right? Like it
yep,
is his. But
yep,
but I'm okay with this version. It may not be the best one, but for someone like myself, it does the job. It's
yeah.
okay.
It's not something like I love the swamp skier, but it's not something that I need to go and buy third party. If
Okay.
I didn't, we've got most all of the original dreadnoughts at this point, and we just now getting a swamp skier. So if I never got one, sucks, but I was okay with it. What sucks is if I want all my dreadnoughts to have swamp skiers, or at least my original three plus Zartan, that's four Zanya figures I gotta buy to give the skiers to somebody else. So Zartan will be the only one with a swamp skier on my shelf.
Um, I mean, it just makes sense, right? But yeah, I've seen some great repros that people
Yeah.
have had out there. I think Matthew was showing one to me a while back
Hmm.
that looks great. Um, and but I don't know. It's just not something that I was like, man, I've got to go have one. Let me seek one out. Once it's provided,
Yeah.
from where I get my classified, then at that point I'm kind of like, oh, cool, man, they're coming out with it. But I haven't gone out of my way to find these vehicles in particular from other sources.
So my biggest thing with this is I'm not like as I guess maybe upset or disappointed or whatever. Like so, like Billy says, he wants Zanya, but not the Swamp Skier, hoping
Yeah.
somebody stocked up on the Swamp Skier will sell her solo for a fair price. There will be Zanyas. You will be able to buy Zanyas for probably like $25 once
Right.
everybody gets them in hand.
Right.
Um, but I guess my I'm the opposite of that. Like I really want a Swamp Skier. I really want Zanya. I don't think it makes a lot of sense for her to have come with it, but since I want both of those things, I'm in good shape with this set. Um, The thing that I'm not in good shape with this set over is the fact that it is $59.99, which is what we figured the new vehicle, small
Yeah.
vehicle and figure price was going to be. But again, 3 years ago, this was $45.99 or $44.99. Even like the trouble bubbles, that was when they went up to 54. Well, through that era, but still, I mean, they've gone up another $5 since then. So,
Right.
it is what it is, and like Billy says here,
Yeah,
or
I
here
know that.
they
Yeah, yeah,
they know we're gonna pay for it. So
yeah, yeah. You know, you're exactly right. I mean, it's we always talk about it. They have us by the nostalgia balls, and that's fine. You know, if there comes a point where people are like, no, fuck this, I'm out, I'm not paying. Well, they'll know about it.
yeah,
But the reality is that um, they have a range, right? Like they know they have a range, and it's
yeah,
like, yeah, I don't think people are going to go for this. And it maybe occasionally they test that range out, and then people do go for it. And at that point, it's like, okay, we can go there. But
yeah,
otherwise, there's a range, and they kind of have an idea, and that market, it's just what the market will bear, right? And what people will pay. It's what people will pay. What is it worth to them? The market will bear that out. And when it does, then they kind of get their prices set and everything. And how much is this one again? I just pre-ordered it, but I forgot.
yeah. 59.99.
That's what I thought, $60. So,
Yeah,
um, yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise, dude. Shit. When I went to Walmart and saw Hawk and MMS, I forgot how much that was. And when
yeah,
she told me it was $80, I was like, fuck all
yeah.
that,
Never
right?
mind.
Like,
Thanks for your time.
didn't take me 2 seconds to make that determination for myself.
Yeah. I am excited to see what people do with these
Bobby.
swamp scares, like like Turk, Evil Dookie, Crow, people that are really good at customizing these things. I can't wait to see what some people do with
Yeah.
them. It's not. I'm not good at that, so mine will stay stock. And like Billy says, the issue with this swamp skiers, it looks like it was factory made, while the original had that rough chopper built feel. And I know that's what Dookie's going to do with them.
I mean, look, man. Are we talking original as in the 3 3/4 inch figures?
Probably the way it was in the cartoon, like the way it was drawn and used in the cartoon, it looked
Because, I
like it
mean,
had been ridden through the swamp.
I get that, but I don't think we can put too much emphasis on that because I just I don't think it's like, making that cartoon that they could literally the time frame they were on and what they were doing could be like, man, we really got to make this thing look like it's been put through the ringer.
Well, I
Like
think I
it's
think it's more the fact that now, if they wanted, they could have made it look like that pretty easily. Like, like they could have put some
yeah,
weathering or some wash on it
sure.
and dirty it up a little bit. So I think that's really more of, if they'd have done that, I think it would have appealed to a lot more people, you
You
know.
think? Do you think so? I mean, do you think
Yeah.
that? I mean, because what would you do to this thing?
Just dirty it up. Just dirty it up, or maybe put some, some you wouldn't have to do anything to the molding like dents or anything, but just like rough it up, make it look roughed up a little bit,
I
scuff
almost,
marks, and
I
it's going
almost,
through the swamp hitting trees and shit.
man, I almost feel like if they'd have done that, then they would have come under fire from people going, "What the hell? You
Well,
you
they
you
probably
you
would
you
have.
customized my thing I wanted to customize with dirt and mud and
Yeah.
dinging and rust and all this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, and they are. We're GI Joe collectors. We're going to find a way to bitch about it. Give us
Right.
exactly what we want. This is the exact figure that I've been waiting for over
Yes.
3 years. They finally give it to me, and I hate the weapons that they gave her. So I'm, even my most
That's it.
anticipated figure, I'm still going to find something.
We
So
we
I'd like
joke
it.
about it, but then people get mad when you point it out.
Yeah.
We all joke about it, but then like you pointed out, and some people kind of get a little pissy about that. But that's the truth.
Yep.
I mean, it is like we'll always find something to nitpick with it. I don't think we're ever totally happy with every figure, and the ones that do come along
Mm,
that we are unanimously really stoked about, like there's a few of them, but for the most part, man, almost every figure in every vehicle has been nitpicked to death.
yeah. And the other side of that is I get a lot of crap for being negative about everything from some people, but I also
Yeah.
want I want what I'm spending my money on to feel like it was worth it, and I want it to be what I want, and if it's not, I'm gonna point it out. So
I always wonder though, because a lot of times it seems to me that everybody kind of has the same gripes with stuff, right? So even though you, let's say, have been accused of being negative about stuff, general consensus is that a lot of times when you take the pulse of everybody else, no pun intended, is that like it tends to be very similar to the issues a lot of other people have,
yeah,
right? And so look, I get both sides of it. Some people, they're just happy to get anything, and they're like, I'm happy with it all. It doesn't matter. I'm happy with everything, and that's fine. That's okay. Some people are always pissed off about it, but they still continue to spend their money on it, but they're still
yeah,
mad about it every time, right? And then a lot of people are like, man, I'm going to spend my money on it. Yeah, it is an expensive hobby. It's almost $30 a figure, just for a basic figure with some accessories. Uh, and uh, and I expect this when you compare it to other companies, because that's inevitably what happens. You kind of compare it to other things in the ballpark, and you say, well, if these guys are giving you this and these guys are giving you this is what I'm getting with this company.
yeah,
And so it's like trying to compare those things and come to a consensus. But I don't know. I don't look, it's the delivery. I
yeah.
don't know that it's skewing negative as much as maybe it's just everybody's delivery is a little different, and it's kind of how you get to where you get with how you think about something. And
Yeah, it's probably a little bit to
does that
do
make
with it.
sense? Like
Yeah,
it could seem always skewing negative, but sometimes it just happens to be tone of voice or the way you describe something. But in essence, I think most of us feel about the same ways. A lot of these figures, we all feel very similar about them. That just
yeah.
really seems to be the case.
Let's look at our next one that we got yesterday. Got Dr. Dono. That's all I'm gonna call this guy is Dr. Dono.
I didn't think I'd be into this. I
So
really
tell
didn't.
tell me your thoughts on it. Jetman says I'm not that negative. Thank you, Jetman.
Um, yeah, no doubt. Um, I did not think I'd be into this at all. I didn't think I would want to pre-order this at all. I have made my feelings known very often that I am more of a traditionalist. I like the military stuff, the Cold War stuff, the early 80s, to mid 80s. Once they start getting goofy and sci fi and weirdo with things, the less and less that I like, the more and more I check out. I don't know why. I really can't put my fingers on it. Uh, I did pre order this figure. Um, there's just something weird enough about it that I was like, I I I need to have this, and I really can't put my thumb on it, man. Like I can't put it down and tell you this is what I love. I just for some reason was like, this is just weird enough.
It's
Um,
just cool enough looking, isn't it? Just enough that like,
yeah, it's fucking stupid. I mean, it doesn't make it makes no sense. Every Jurassic Park movie since the original is like people trying to weaponize
yeah,
uh velociraptors for the military, which is the dumbest shit in the world. Like, it's so stupid of a premise. But for some reason, man, I'm like, this guy and Crocmaster
Mm-hmm.
together, because it's kind of also dumb to have pet crocodiles. Like, it's not exactly like
You
they're
you
pretty
actually
unpredictable animals.
you actually kind of nailed exactly what I was thinking was like this dude will look great next to Crocmaster and like Copperhead, Shadow Tracker. I have all those guys together in my little squad. This
Yeah.
dude will fit right in. And I just noticed about the the dinosaur here and look back at the beginning. Um Dino Nachos back before you got here. Dino Nachos. That's just pronounce it that way. Cobra Dino Nachos. So so something I just noticed about this thing is I'm gonna need somebody that gets this dinosaur to paint the feathers on the tail up and make this son of a bitch into Charizard from Pokemon.
Okay. Okay. I mean, that's fun. That's cool. I could see that. I could see people having a lot of fun with this. It's just weird enough. It was very unexpected. Obviously, I think it's unexpected for a lot of people.
War chest full of rumors told us it was coming.
Actually, I yeah, this thing, man, um way way back when we talked about it. And I didn't even really grasp it cuz I was like, no, like
Yeah,
they're not.
okay.
And yeah, he was like, nah, it's that's pretty much what it's gonna be. I've seen some of the pictures and stuff, and there's
Yeah.
some other stuff coming down the pike that is gonna be interesting to see reactions from.
I
I'm
know
very
one I'm
curious.
excited about, really
Um,
excited about that falls into this vein right here a little bit, I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
So
There's some interesting stuff that he and I have talked about, and whatever anybody thinks about all that shit, I whatever. I don't care. But like, they're cooking some shit up over there. It's really
yeah,
interesting, and
nothing is off the table. So
no, no,
uh,
nothing is off the table. So, but yeah,
what's up, Gun Bunny?
this was unexpected. What's up, man? So yeah, yeah, it's cool. I pre-ordered it. I know a lot of people are like, "Hey, I only want the dinosaur." I get it. A lot of people do that. I only want the polar bear. I only want the scorpions. Right? I totally understand, and would not hold against anybody that's how they feel about these figures or these accessories, the animals or whatever. Totally understand it.
Yep.
But
Me
for
too
some
for
reason,
Dreadnought Dino fights to bet on.
I mean, I don't know, man. There's something about this. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pre-order this. What the
So
hell?
when I first saw this and knew that it was a thing, and then of course we finally got to see it, I'm the same way. I'm like, I was long gone when the Dino Hunter stuff come
Sure.
out as Gun Bunny had said up here. So um that said, I couldn't care less about, but I'm like you. This has actually grown on me. I like this look. This is the fucking dude from the end of Weird Science.
Oh
Uh
wow, I didn't even think about that.
It's him. It is. If you Google it, it is him.
Yeah, that's
Um.
pretty good. This just has a and I know it's on the nose, but like this has like Monster Hunter vibes for me from the video games. This has
Oh
like
yeah.
maybe even a Horizon Zero Dawn kind of vibes for me in some ways. Just it is, that for me, but I'm good with that. I'm okay with that.
Um, I threw this picture in that I did ask you to include in the thumbnail. Of
Yeah,
him just
yeah.
flying through the air.
This
Oh,
son of a
it's so
bitch.
stupid. I love it.
It is goofy, but it's like just
I can't.
okay.
You can hear it, right? You can
Of
hear
course you can
this.
hear it. I need to take this picture, throw it in Gemini, put it on slow mode, and let it cook up a 7-second clip of this shit.
And you have to get the you gotta get the velociraptors from Jurassic Park talking to each other.
Oh,
And
sure.
um
Yeah.
so
Giraffe. If dude didn't have blonde hair, let's say he had dark hair, he does look like the male character that's the other like Aloy's friend, the dark haired guy. He's got a mohawk kind of thing
yeah.
look, and he's got a mustache. But in a way, yes, kind of in that vein.
So here's what I like about this set. Much like as we were talking about earlier, much like this guy, Royal Guard, they
Hmm.
give you enough stuff in this set that I don't feel like it's massively overpriced because this is a figure and pet, and we're talking about the prices. This guy's $52. When I started collecting the line, a figure and pet was $30. Crocmaster and Fiona were $30 when I bought them. So,
Yeah,
but you get enough with this dude that you got to get eventually you got to get two of them if you have them out on the shelf because he's a main character and then these are the guys that are under his command, right? So you can have him
yeah,
or you can have his troopers that follow him. So I
right.
like that they finally gave you the option to have the main guy and then a guy that he could command that's got the same uniform, but you get the whole different head sculpt to make a whole different figure that's a different character,
Yeah.
much like they did with the Cobra Law guys. Kind of that deal. So I'm not happy that it's $52, but I did pre-order it too.
Um,
Uh,
yeah. I'm not either,
It's
but
grown on me quite a bit.
it was interesting. I really didn't think that was going to happen, but I was like, yeah, all right, I'm in. And
Star Lord.
so that's the
Who
rest
couldn't
is history.
take a shower with a beautiful woman without removing their clothes? So next one that we got, did you see this?
Um, I did not see this actually.
So
This is
this was the only one I got. There were a couple other pictures with this. This was the only one I grabbed because I forgot to go back and get the other ones. But there was a test shot of the cockpit with all of the screens lit up. Looks badass. But this was the only one that I grabbed. So I saw this and I'm like, are they doing a Crimson Snowcat? I'm like, oh, it's the test
right.
shot. Okay. I
Um,
don't see a whole lot of added detail in here where they were
no.
like, oh, we're going to go back and resculpt it and rework it and add some stuff. I don't see a lot of additional detail on this here.
No, I actually don't like this.
Yeah, it does not look great. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
test shot. It's not what not
Are we sure? Are we sure? Are we really sure?
oh yeah.
We are?
Yeah.
Cause like this little red button behind the canopy, you remember the old Bigfoot toys we used to have?
Oh yeah.
And you
The
would
switch.
press and
This
you
is
could switch it to the right or the left would
yeah.
determine like either how fast or which direction and like that's almost like what that looks like. I don't know. This
That's
doesn't
the
look right to
radar.
me. I
That's
get
like
it.
the radar optic thing that's back there.
Yeah,
So
I don't know. Look,
not
if
very
you
enticing, is it?
if you showed this to me and you said, "Is this AI or not?" I would tell you this is an AI repro of some GI Joe vehicle that just happened to be colored orange in a comic book panel. I
Yeah.
wouldn't. I would tell you that. I would even tell you maybe what it is, right? But yeah, this does nothing for me at all. This does not make me excited as a test shot. Period.
Let's see. I'm gonna
Are
share.
there other test shots?
There are, and I'm gonna show them real quick, but
Okay.
I'm not gonna stay up
Give me
a
two
long time.
secs. Give me 2 secs because I'm gonna I want to grab my phone. I left it in my pocket, but I'm gonna plug it in real quick just because the
Okay.
battery's dead. But while you bring that up, I'll be right back. Give me just a sec.
All right. What's up, Ronnie Trick Shot? How are you doing? Saying good day, lads. What's going on? So this one, uh, this is just off of Instagram. This is on Full Forces Instagram. So these were shared from Lenny. So there's the one that we got that we were showing. Here are
Okay.
ones with the lights on. There is the shot of the cockpit
Okay.
with the lights on. Danger mode on the lights. Was that the yeah? So there's that light, and then danger mode with the red lights flashing.
Okay.
So these are the other ones, and this is Lenny's Instagram. So it's for real. Um, yeah,
Damn
I'm
it.
going to remove that because I don't like having my Instagram open. So
Oh,
never know when something crazy is going to get sent. So um,
no, I get it. Yeah, I don't know, man. That doesn't.
it doesn't look great.
Man, I I would rather that image not or those images not be put out. I don't want to know. I don't want to
Show
know.
these after we get it. Put these out.
Well, that's
uh,
funny. I saw that, but that is
no
funny, right? No sausage, no
sausage
fish.
and fish.
I just don't. I don't. I mean, look, it's the color thing. I get it. It's not, it doesn't look like what we think it's going to look like. The blast effect, yeah, that looks like Garbo. If you're going to, it's a stand in,
Yeah.
fine. But I would rather, I don't need a update on production pick unless it's an absolute knockout 10 out of 10 of a production pick, right? I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
want to see I don't want to see how the sausage is made, so to speak.
Oh, those we got those. So we're gonna run through the other ones quick so we can hop into our main fun topic. So we got a pre-order. So tomorrow at Walmart at 9 a.m. Central. So convert that to whatever time zone you are in. We got this guy going up, and then we got America Fuck Yeah Duke is going up. Um, so those, um, I will probably. So I hate this Duke, but I like that they're doing something for the 250th anniversary. So I will probably pre-order it and never open it. I'll probably just it'll be a decoration just to commemorate the 250th anniversary. Um, but this is not something I would ever open.
It
This
could
is
have come with a flag.
yeah, it needed a flag.
A flagpole and a flag. So if you did want to open it up, then you've got something and he can be holding it or planning it or something. But like, there's nothing on this to designate anything.
I don't know if we've seen the back of the card yet. If there's an image out there for the back, I haven't seen it, but yeah, it should have had something on the card art. I think the card art
Yeah.
looks bad. I just don't like those colors in the background explosion. But it needed something on the front and the back of the card to designate what it's actually for. Um, I'm not a fan of it. Jeremy Kimberlin's in the house saying Duke is growing on me.
I'm not saying I don't like it. Look, I'm not saying I hate this or I don't like it. Like I'm okay with it. I would have liked to have had something that actually did. It's almost as if I mean, look, I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna fucking say it. It looks like on one hand they wanted to celebrate America, and on the other hand they don't want to celebrate America.
Right. I get what they're
I'm
doing
sorry.
with their colonial colors, I get it, but it just didn't translate very well, I don't think.
Yeah, there's just nothing about this that's there. It doesn't, unless I'm mistaken. Is it on the shovel where it says
No,
250th?
yeah, no, it's just the same script on there on the
Right.
shovel, I believe. So.
So there's nothing on here to designate. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Turk. Exactly. Look, there's nothing here to designate anything that celebrates 250 years. There's no flag. There's no nothing. So it's like, what is this even? And that's why I say it's like a half measure,
Yeah,
right? It's like, well, we want to give you guys something to celebrate the 250th anniversary, but then it's like, but we're not going to go all the way with it because we don't want to make some people mad.
I
Like that's
just
literally what it feels like.
I just feel like most people are going to leave this carded. I think a lot of people are
Yeah,
probably like me, like they want it because of what it is, but it's not a very visually appealing figure with the color palette,
yeah,
and we already have this Duke,
yeah,
so I think that's probably the way most people are going to look at it. If I don't get it, I'm not going to be super upset about it. But if it is something that you guys are interested in, it's going up tomorrow along with this guy at
yep,
Walmart. Pulse will have limited quantities. Just go to Walmart. Just go order it at Walmart because it both of these are going to sell out in 10 or 15 minutes or whatever, especially this guy at Pulse. Just go to Walmart and order it.
yeah, yeah. It's your best bet, really,
And
for
then
sure.
let's see. And Jeremy says the Super 7 Falcon is way more appealing, and I do have those. We're going to look at those in just a sec. Lego Star Wars kids here. Maybe they put a 250 sticker on it. If they have, we hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah, I mean, if I just to me, if you were gonna do it, and that's the reason why you're doing it, you'd think that you'd at least have the number,
Yeah.
right? Like even if you didn't want to put any more information other than that, like just the number. And I've seen the obvious Fred comparisons, right? The
Yeah.
Scooby Doo comparisons.
Scooby Duke.
But that's what's gonna happen if you do something like this. It's like, it's a half measure. Like it just is. It's like you either go all the way with it and you go hell yeah, and we're celebrating this, and we're gonna put the lettering, we're gonna the numbering, we're gonna put whatever, we're gonna state it out for you guys, or
Yeah.
we're just gonna make the colors, let you figure it out on your own, but like we can't go all the way with it for whatever reasons we have as a company, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's just weird. It's just
I
weird.
So right after we got to see this, a few days after this, hold on, Jeremy says these are going to be sold internationally as fan channels. So the USA branding outside the flag on his shoulder was omitted. So
And
I,
that's too bad because like the rest of the world shouldn't know that we're celebrating 250 years as a country. Of
yeah,
course, that makes all the sense in the world, doesn't it? Like,
yeah,
of course it does.
it's very counterintuitive.
What the
It
hell?
very counterintuitive. And that's I mean that's probably exactly it. Jeremy would know.
That's so
To
weird.
it's this is like a big old cup of decaf coffee. uh, uh, so anyway, so tomorrow, if you guys are interested, there you go. Uh, and right after we got to see this, Super 7 announced they are doing
Oh
some
yeah, yeah,
reaction pluses
yeah.
in the same decos. These actually don't look too bad. Not anything I'm probably gonna try and buy, but there are four of these. We get Lady J, we get this Duke who looks worse than the other one
It's
to me.
Chuckle's cousin without the
Yeah.
same fashion sense.
Didn't even have the wherewithal to wear a damn belt that matches. So we get that Duke. Then of course we've got to get a Snake Eyes, who
This
I
doesn't
guess
even
his visor is the color scheme, like
stop it. Stop it.
with a sword with a red blade. So he's got like an energy sword. This looks awful. And then, as Jeremy said, the best looking one of these four, who actually looks really good, is this Falcon. This Falcon looks great.
I agree. It is by far the best of the bunch. And I think that is the general consensus. You're not going to get much pushback at all
Yeah.
on that.
Uh, Jeremy says, like Lady J, love Falcon. The other two were meh.
Yeah, for
No,
sure.
no USA Storm Shadow. I guess not. Um, so
Well, he
there's
is a Cobra.
He is a Cobra. He is a Cobra. Cobra Shadow. All right, we'll run through these last ones pretty quick so we can get to
Yeah,
our topic, because I need to go get some coffee and get rid of some coffee.
I
So
do.
we got
I do. I do.
uh, um, we got these.
I
Got
love
to see
this.
the image. Do you? Do you like
I
these?
I am a okay with this. And look,
Okay.
when the Rattler went up, everybody was talking about Ground Crew. They were. People can
Yep.
deny it all they
Two
want.
years ago. Yep.
Well, I mean, look. Okay, let's see. How do we explain this? Let me ask you a question. What is reuse on here?
Oh, let's see. Aside from the weapons, I'm definitely gonna have
Oh
something to
yeah,
say
like we don't
about.
even need to bring up the weapons. But what is reuse on these uniforms exactly? Is there reuse? Are these vests reuse? Are these legs? Are these thighs? Like arm, whatever. Every piece. Like what is reuse? I guess is my question, because I personally don't know. I don't know.
I think the head is the head looks like the Rattler Gunner head. The bald head is new,
Okay.
but the head sculpts are usually what is new. I don't keep up
Right.
enough with like the parts to be able to look at them and know
Okay.
what's what. Somebody in the chat probably does. Um,
The reason I asked is because we've talked about it before, right? Like, how can they repackage and repurpose and repaint stuff to bring in income that allows them to create new figures, that allows them to give us new ideas? Um, I get why people would pass on them. I get why, like what you're saying is like, yeah, this is a couple years late. But again, it doesn't mean people aren't going to get them. It doesn't mean people don't want them as a ground crew. And would this been preferred in a timely fashion with the Rattler?
yeah,
Yes, of course. I totally understand that. But I am okay with this. I'm okay with it. And for those that want it, that have that display out, that want to do that, like I think this is super cool. Um, for those that are like, no, you're too damn late, man. I'm past this. I'm over this. That's fine too, right? It's just, to me, it's like, if there is reuse in this to an extent, then obviously it's like, hey, I mean, it is what it is. We know that. I mean, it's how they make easy sales to provide new stuff, or to fund the new stuff.
these overlays are definitely new.
Yes. So for me, like, I'm good with this. I like the ground crew. It's just something for them to throw in. And if you want them, great. If now, do these have a number though?
Yeah, so Billy Butch asked that, and Jeremy knew immediately. It's their number
195.
195,
Okay, so if you're a
and
completionist, then guess what?
yep, you got to get them. Low lights, arms and legs, not low lights torso. Um, So there is some arm and leg reuse, but I mean, honestly, like I would have never looked at that and been like, "Oh, that's yeah, they're using low light
No,
shit."
no, no, and I wouldn't either, and that shows my ignorance on a lot of these parts. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's
Well, they've got so many now. Like
right,
it's you. Like I never super really kept up with the torsos and the arms and the legs reuse, but there's so many now that they really can mix the stuff up and make totally new stuff out of it, and most people wouldn't even really know. I don't get buried in that. The weaponry
right.
used, I do look at that, but the body, if you can mix and match enough stuff and make something new, I'm okay with that. So I
I
don't hate these guys. I think they look good. I'll probably order them. I think they're late to the party with them, and there's
yeah,
probably I think there's a lot of people that aren't completionists that will be like, yeah, hell yeah, if I got these last summer right after the Rattler come out or right
right,
before,
right.
but now I have another 40 or 50 figures and three more vehicles, and I don't really have anywhere to put these guys right
But the other
now.
thing, it's just the same thing as them adding another 788 fire team figure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the
Yeah.
point of that? What's the point of adding another? What was it? The trouble bubble, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
yeah.
Trouble
Like,
Bubble and the Viper.
what's the point?
Yeah.
All these years later, like
I
that's
thought we were kind of done with that, but yeah,
right.
so
So
at least, at least we know that they're going to do some supporting stuff for some of the HasLabs. Where are my these guys for the Dragonfly? We should have got them first,
and
but
okay, and
uh,
if you think about it, then you probably answered your own question.
yeah, we didn't
Probably
have green
coming soon.
shirts yet. We didn't have
Pro-
green shirts
right.
yet, so
But my guess would be probably on the way.
yeah. Clint, when do these go up for order? I have not heard when these are going up for order.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, I would probably say June, probably Yojo June, but I don't know. I have not heard anything yet about when they're going up.
Now, if
So,
this was a three
uh,
pack, what color other vest would you like to have? If it was a three pack, what color
oh
would
well,
you prefer?
yeah, Stu answers that. We need
I
relish guy.
right,
Yeah,
right,
so we need a green.
yeah.
I wish there were two sets of batons with it, but apparently on these crews, like one guy does that and one guy does something else.
Yeah,
So at least
it get
there's
a
a
little,
reason.
you get a little nutty out there if you have.
Well, somebody said earlier, like they're heading to a rave. They're getting ready for the dance party. So,
Oh, dude.
uh, chartreuse. I can never hear chartreuse and not think about Death Proof, where Quentin Tarantino's pouring up that
Oh,
awful
oh,
liquor.
yeah.
Like, hey, Carlet chartreuse. Who's down for dose chartreuse?
Okay.
All right. So the weapons that these guys get are complete ass
Yeah.
and like horrible choices, but
Stupid.
like I never want to see this Saw Viper gun again ever. And now we know we're getting it at least two more times. So
Yeah, this is
uh,
dumb. This is totally dumb.
it's dumb. And then at least he threw it down and he's got the turkey carver
I'm
parts. The
sorry, but
the
that looks so
SMG's good.
stupid.
The
That looks
SMG's
so.
good.
Yeah, no, the SMG's fine, but that looks so dumb in his hand right there.
If this motherfucker comes around the corner, I'm gonna cut him.
Come on, man. Like that shit is. Oh my god, it
Uh,
does. That looks really stupid.
I yeah, Jeremy, I have said that
Yeah,
ever since before we got it with the Valkyries. Give me
right.
the cartoon Cobra SMG with every
I
Cobra
agree.
Trooper, Viper, or whatever. I probably, Jeremy said they're already hitting ports, so they won't be super far off. How long, Jeremy, do you think it'll be before they actually ship Zanya? Because she's got a May ship date. I bet probably in the first 2 weeks of April, they start sending Zanya because she's here too. Um, let's see, is that a 12-volt Ryobi?
Holy shit,
I
that's
like
great.
I have Ryobi stuff. I like Ryobi. Uh, being released in Vegemite colors in Australia. Let's ask Adam. He's probably got them already.
Right.
Uh, so, do you want to run and take a quick break? Because
uh,
I'm about out of slides and ready to do some fun stuff.
yes, I tell you what, I'm about to pop real quick. No
You
pun
are
intended
pop.
with that too. I know. But I have. Yeah, I suck this thing down. Yeah, give me 2 secs.
All
I'll
right.
be right back, dude.
All right. So I don't hate these. It sounds like I don't like these. I think they're fine. I'm just looking at them and I'm looking at where I've got my rattler and I'm like, what am I gonna do with them? Because I cannot move the rattler anywhere in this room and have the wings folded out. I actually bought another set of shelves to make the corner to put the rattler on so I could have it flying. I'm just trying to figure out where the hell I'm going to put them, but I do like the sentiment and I like the idea that they're giving us these guys. Um, they're a neat addition. Like we don't really have any cobras that do anything like this. Like supporting jobs, not like assault guys or sniper guys or whatever. We've got like Televiper, right? And I guess you could say maybe Techno Viper, but Techno Viper is on the battlefield, like working on stuff when it gets torn up. So I like the idea of utility vipers. That's what I'm going to call stuff like this. So I want I want some meta vipers. I really want scalpel, but I want to see some cobra, some kind of cobra doctor that doesn't make dinosaurs or people out of DNA mishmash. Um, yeah, hit ports in January, so definitely before May 1st on Zanya. Um, and then yeah, Billy. So yeah, that's what I was saying. Like the appropriate colors for a flight line crew, and the yellow guy on the flight line crew is the guy with the batons. And I forgot what the red guy does, but the red vests do something else. So it's actually is some attention to detail, like what they did with Crazy Legs with the HasLab, giving him the ball cap because that's what parachute riggers actually wear. And one of the coolest things that I saw was on in Jeremy's group, in the classified group, and I think at the time it was the old group. There was somebody on there like bitching about how stupid it was to give the guy a ball cap, and somebody answered and commented on that who actually was a parachute rigger, and he's like, I wear this every day. This is what we wear. This is our outfit. So I thought that was fun. Let's see what we got in here. Larger version of the SMG, too small for the man. I think it's okay. And it's not going to look right for like Crocmaster, but for like a Cobra Trooper, I think the SMG is okay. But I love that cartoon SMG. I always have. Um, Jeremy saying don't like the inclusion of the crate because it's going to artificially inflate the price above a standard 2 pack. I agree with you there. I like the crate, but I could have done without it in this set. And me and Crow were looking at this last week when we got to see the box art. And I just like was randomly zooming in on the guys. And I was kind of complaining because I was like, there's not even anywhere on a rattler to really hook this thing to. And where are they going to like set it down at? And Crow goes, scroll over to the left. And they're not setting them down, they're airdropping them. So wherever you can attach one to your rattler, the harness, they're actually meant to be parachuted in. But that begs the question of why don't we get a parachute?
Oh, that makes sense. That would make too
Like,
much sense.
okay, if you're going to put it on the front of the box and
Right.
answer the question of how does a rattler do an airdrop, at least give me a parachute so I can make it do an airdrop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
That, like I said, that makes too much sense, right?
would this be the new price point that we haven't really seen what it's going to be yet? Uh, Jeremy, if you
Mm.
know, or if you do and can't say, that's okay because they did. There was something in the slide that Full Force had that we didn't know what that price point was going to be for. So this could be it. Maybe. So I'm going to go and do what you just did. You
Yeah.
want me to
Yeah.
leave
Have
these
at
slides up or
it. Yeah, you're
leave one
fine.
of them
You're
up?
fine. Yeah, it doesn't matter whichever one.
All
I
right.
was going to comment uh, about the SMGs and stuff. I'm just a
Okay.
fan of anything we can get from the cartoon.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm a fan. Anytime they do anything, from the cartoon, if whether that's weapons or like what they're doing with the mass device stuff or whatever, I'm a fan of that. I like the anything we get that ties back to that also, like I'm totally okay with. The comic, I think, being of a different kind of thing altogether. I don't mind them pulling from either one of them with some of the lore, with some of the items, some of the things they want to do. Master of Disguise Zartan, for instance, right? Having the different disguises with Hard Master, Soft Master, whatever. Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes. I like that stuff. So anytime they pull from that, I'm good. So with the weapons in particular, I'm kind of like with Jeremy, like give me this SMG, a lot. Although at the same time, we would also probably hear people get tired of that, right? Like after a while. But considering some of the other weapons we've gotten that have just been used so much, I'm just always a fan of that classic look that we most all of us know that we watched all the time every weekday when we got off the school bus and rushed our asses home. I'm good with that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, something like this to me that just kind of adds to it. I mean, I didn't get the 788 team, fire team, trouble bubble, whatever, but something like this that adds to the HasLab ground team, something that's different. We have the trouble bubbles, right? So to me, that's just kind of like whatever. But something like this adds something different. I'm okay with it. Parachute or no parachute. And the crate is the draw. Yeah, right. I don't know, man. I guess sometimes wonder, um, I wonder if people really worry so much about reuse parts. Because when I watch streams sometimes and I hear people talking about the reuse, which for people that are able to keep up with that stuff, man, I appreciate that because there's no way that I could possibly remember a lot of those things. So I appreciate people that do have that recall memory with these figures, and that probably comes from just handling them, customizing, all that kind of stuff. I would never be able to do that. But as far as the boxes are concerned, I mean, you know, I don't know. 3D printing, aren't there a lot of the third party stuff that you can obviously get that stuff, right?
That
Um,
was the only thing I've ever successfully printed when I was trying to 3D print
right,
was
right.
a Cobra storage crate. Oh,
Yeah. I mean, it's funny. Now, Billy, I am down with this. 100% down with Weather Dominator parts, right? I do
yeah.
like when I'm going out looking around. I do like to see those the DVD battles or the ones that they have that came out years ago that have the
Yeah.
Weather Dominator parts in them. I do like to see those. I haven't purchased any of them for whatever reason, but I love seeing those boxes when I'm out if I ever come across them. Whether it's at like Joe Fest or a toy store or something. There's something about those that brings back great memories, and and I would like to get some of those because I just yeah. So I would be all about that.
Those are fun.
I'd be
I
all
like
about
those.
the Weather Dominator stuff for sure.
Um, and then let's see right through here. Yeah. So who's Turk says who's army building crates? Like no, the only picture that only has one crate in it is like the one they're looking in the crate. So it's saying, oh, you need several of these guys so you can get multiple crates. Um, before we play Guess Who, we do have one thing that we need to address. If you were here last on the last show that we talked about, we do need to call attention to the platypus epidemic here in Nashville with the gangs of platypus that have invaded Nashville. So I do have uh, this picture. So this was a guy that showed up in Nashville and come to Nashville and was going to be a musician. And he's walking around on Broadway. He's got everything he owns in that little bag as he's walking around here on Broadway. And you got the horse-drawn carriages and shit. I'm surprised there's not a pedal tavern in here. So this is when he first gets here and he realizes how tough that it is in Nashville to be a musician. So he goes out with the rest of his band. They caught this dude vandalizing downtown Nashville. So he's kind of falling on hard times. His kangaroo, he's the bassist. He's kicking this trash can over down here. And he's just throwing guitar picks and shit everywhere. And then up here getting ready to knock this light out. You've got Mate, that's Ripper's pet koala, getting ready to wreck the Ernest Tubb record shop down here in Nashville. So as they realized they could not make it as a band because nobody really wanted to hear what they were playing, he turned to selling drugs downtown. And here he is on the corner. He's got some different baggies trying to get
Oh
this
yeah,
dude to,
he's got that skijine,
yeah,
that
the
shuvuvna,
scoon. Yeah,
and the
slanging scoon
shuvuvne. I love
out
these
here.
two guys over here. These two guys visiting from out of town. They're like, hey man, let's dress up and wear the same baseball cap. But we're gonna wear short sleeves and long sleeves, and we're both gonna put our hands in our pocket, and we're
Yeah. And if you've ever been to Broadway in Nashville, this very well could just be a real picture, other than the anthropomorphic drug slinging platypus.
oh man, oh it very easily could be. What's amazing to me though is the fact that when this picture was taken, if you look, no one's really surprised.
Nobody's paying in. It's how bad it's gotten in
That's
Nashville
how
with
bad
these
it's gotten,
platypi.
folks. Nobody's shocked.
So following this guy's further story, like his band kind of drifted apart, but he kind of linked up with the other platypuses in Nashville, and down right off of Printer's Alley, there's another alleyway, and that's where they have
Oh
their
no.
gang, the Pusses, headquartered.
I
And
avoid them at all costs, dude. Whenever I'm out, I avoid them like the plague, man. They'll do some bad things to you, folks.
they
If you
just
cross these guys.
this picture was taken back in December. They're down here just in the alleys, got through spray painting it,
Huffing paint.
huffing this paint. Now they're all tuckered out, drinking a bottle of water. This dude's up here watching the crap game that's getting ready to break out. So
And you've
beware
never
of the pusses.
You've never been tuckered out until you've huffed paint. Okay.
And been a platypus.
At least that's what the puss has told me.
Um, that's what the puss has said.
That's a horrible life, folks. Don't go down this path.
Stayed back here is getting ready to hit him a line of squawk back here. So there's fucking French fries. Those are the Burger King chicken sticks. Okay. All right. You really had to have been here last week.
Oh my god. That looked like an in and out box. That looked like a damn in and out box, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
he stood in line for 6 hours to get that bag of In and Out fries.
They brought it here from California. I
It's
knew
here.
it. We've been getting
In-N-Out.
invaded.
Lone Dragon says, "Is this a Kickstarter or pre-order? You son of a bitch!"
Holy moly.
And there's Ronnie, who was here, saying he's never seen a platypus in the wild. They're always hiding at the zoo. So that's because they've all come here and started drug dealing gangs.
Yeah,
That's why you never see them at home.
they're not free at the zoo. Here, they can live their best life. They can live their truth, Ronnie. They can live their truth here in Nashville.
Can you imagine doing this like on a night that neither one of us have anything to do the next day, and we do this while getting hammered?
Oh, God. Well, technically, I probably could, actually, because the next day I could sleep it off until I have to go to work. So realistically, I could. But I choose not to. Yeah, you have to be up. I choose not to because I want to bring only the most quality content to the people. You know,
That's right.
I want to be on my top gear for the folks.
It's what we're here for: quality news, cynicism, and ridiculousness. All right, so
we all know everyone gets their toy news from me.
That's right, and their reviews. And here's another fellow Aussie that just put up a Ninja Force Zartan review, and you know what that means.
And you got your Judy chop, all right? You got your karate chop, and you got your ninja chop.
That's damn right.
Have you ever seen a platypus, Adam? You live in the city, and well, both of you guys live in the city, but have you guys ever seen a platypus running around down there? I've asked you about the other stuff, but I don't know about the platypi. All right, so we're gonna play Guess Who. So we've each got some characters picked out. We're gonna play the old Guess Who game and see if we can guess who the other person is talking about. And what we did not figure out is how specific a questions, because you obviously can't be like, oh, are you, are you, whoever, are you are you a Joe? Are you a Cobra? Those things. But like, do you have glasses?
Glasses. Are they bald? Is it a black guy, white guy? Is it a girl? Is it a guy? I would say those questions are probably fine. Now girl, guy, obviously that narrows things down a lot. Because it would make it a lot easier because we know they obviously produced way more male figures than female figures. But and so in that respect, if you want to stay away from the gender question, that's fine with me. But like, do they have, is their uniform black? Do they wear glasses, right? Like we said earlier, is their uniform green, because either way those questions lead you down a path, because yeah, there's a lot of green uniforms. Okay, fine, that narrows it down to like 234 figures or whatever. but
Yeah.
but then from there it's like, okay, so do they have gloves, right? So the chances of us getting these right are probably slim, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I think if we each have, let's say, 10 questions apiece, and
That was
then
my
you
next
have to
question was
guess,
how many questions,
we'll
or
just count on our fingers.
should the chat pick how many questions that we get to
I,
ask
I
each
don't
other
I don't
about?
mind the chat picking at all. I don't mind the chat even trying to guess along,
Yeah.
with. You could use their suggestion or not. You know what I mean? Like, but once you make your guess, then that's it, right? You either win or lose. So you
Yeah.
could use up your number of questions.
And
Um,
I've got a sheet over here, so I gotta keep a tally
right.
of who wins. So how many um how many questions should we get before we have to give an answer?
I mean, to me, I would say that because it's not 20 questions, it'd take forever.
Yeah.
Now Stu says five. I think five is I think it'd be difficult with five, but I'm okay with that. Um seven seven's
Yeah,
wild.
seven's what?
Seven
Seven?
might be fine once you get to seven, because there's only so many you can ask. They're going to go pretty
Yeah.
quickly, right? And then based off the answer, you got it. That'll lead you to your next question. So I don't know. Whatever's clever with me. I know,
They
right?
were a
Yeah,
monocle
no.
and a cod piece. All right. Well,
Well,
let,
that's two
let's
questions.
no, that's one question.
A monocle and a cod piece? No, that's two questions.
Okay. I
Does do
see.
they have a monocle?
Okay.
Yes. Do they wear a cod piece? That's another. You can't. That's two questions in one thing, right?
All right. Dave, you're thinking way too much into this.
Yeah, way too much. This is,
All right.
but I like the spirit. I like the spirit.
So we can I think we probably can do like Joe or Cobra or good guy or bad guy.
I mean, you could
Okay.
do Joe or Cobra. I'm okay with that because there are a lot of
Yeah.
both, and it's going to be
Yeah.
really difficult to pin this down. So without
Yeah,
giving some of
that'll
those,
yeah.
you know,
All right. Do you want to start asking me, or do you want me to start
no,
asking?
I want you to go first. I want you to go first. So
Guessing
go,
or asking?
guessing.
Okay. All right. So first question is, what color is your hair?
Ooh. Good question. I'm gonna go black.
Okay.
Black hair.
Okay. What color is the main part of your uniform?
Khaki.
Okay. Let's see. That's two. What color are your pants?
Khaki.
Okay. I'm thinking.
You're good. You're good.
I'm thinking. Let's see.
You think away.
And I have to turn around and look at some figures. So,
That's cool.
um, what kind of weapon do you come with as a main weapon?
Ooh wee. Well, let's see here. Let me scroll down my list. Let's see. What is that exactly? A flare launcher.
You are Doc.
Bingo!
And it was guessed. Tony guessed it.
Good job. Good
But
job.
I was thinking like, who has got all khaki? And I was like, I turn around and look. And like,
Good job, because that's the
yeah,
only weapon, I guess, other than a helmet and a stretcher.
yeah. So I was like, because I was like, that sounds like Dot, and Tony said Dot. I'm like,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like,
Nice. Very good. Very good. The khaki part of it. But I thought, you know what? I'll start out, easy. But yeah, good stuff. All right.
how many are we going to? How many
I
are
mean,
we
look, we,
doing?
we don't have to do too many. We can do like, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 or 6, something like
Okay.
that. I mean,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, not
All right.
too
Look,
terrible.
we have to have an odd number. So,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
all right, we'll do 5 each then.
All right. So I'm gonna guess. Does your character? Let's see. Is your character's uniform green?
No.
Okay. Does your character wear a mask?
Yes.
Okay. Does your character have a submachine gun?
That's a good question. I'm going to say yes.
Ooh. Okay. That's question number 3.
One dragon's guessing Zartan in disguise.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay. So you said yes. So there's one person on my mind, but I'm not gonna guess yet. But there is one person on my mind. I'm also assuming we're both going more on the way back side than the newer, like 90s side, right?
Is that a question?
No, it's not a question.
Okay.
It's just
I can neither confirm nor deny.
It's an observation. Okay. I like this. So then I'm going to say, is your character a male? Or are we staying away from that question? That's fine. We'll stay away from that question. Don't
No,
answer that.
I mean,
Don't answer that. Because I mean, it's pretty easy. There's no females that have masks that I know of, anyway. At least from the old school.
none we have yet.
Right. So, okay. Is your character's uniform gray?
No.
Ooh. Okay. Not green. Where's the mask?
Zartan actually did masquerade as Doc in issue 48 or 49.
Has a submachine gun, which is also interesting. Damn. Okay.
That
All right.
part's kind. I said yes. That is it a submachine gun is questionable. He
Beachhead.
has a machine gun.
Beachhead is my guess.
No.
Damn. All right. Who is it? Son of a bitch.
So,
Okay. I would not have gotten that at all. Nice pull. Nice pull though. Nice pull. Absolutely.
All right.
Can't argue
So
with
is
that.
does that count as a win for me?
That counts
Yeah.
as a win for you for sure.
All right.
Okay. All right. Your turn. Yeah. Fire away.
All right. Let's see. Does your character Man, it just I don't want to keep asking the same questions, but I've
But
got
it's kind
good
of
questions.
it's part of the game
Yeah.
because I mean, you know, if you're playing Guess Who, that's how it would go.
What color is your character's pants?
Green and tan. You can't prove
Does
Doc wasn't really Zartan in
That's
disguise now.
That's right. Green and tan pants. Is your character? Does your character come with an overlay that has some sort of bullets on it?
Over the chest?
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Does your character have a rat?
No.
Does your character blow bubble gum?
No.
Damn.
Guile. It's Guile, Stu?
Yeah, I saw that guile. Guiles. Oh, let's see. Green, gray. Yeah.
Green tan. Not green gray. Green tan.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Green tan. I believe that rules him out.
I'm like, has anybody got any guesses in the chat?
Yeah,
That's
no,
what I'm looking
yeah.
for.
Everybody's
I'm
like, no, I had no
Because,
idea.
like, is everybody going to 3D Joe's? You know what I'm saying? Is that where everybody's going? Like, huh?
Green, gray. Does your character wear a mask?
No.
No. Damn. I got two
No.
questions left.
Yep. 2 questions left. Green and tan. No mask. No bullet overlay.
Mask, no bullet overlay.
No rat.
No rat. Green, gray. What the?
No green tan.
No. Oh, green. Yeah, green tan. I don't know why I keep saying gray. Green tan. Man.
You got 2 more questions though. Think basic. Right?
Does your character usually mostly operate in a jungle?
Yes.
Is your character Recondo?
Yes. You bastard! Son of a bitch!
I was gonna keep going with gray there for a minute.
Yeah, you were stuck. You were stuck on gray for some reason. I'm like, I didn't say gray.
I don't know why.
Okay. Does your character wear a hat?
No.
In the traditional sense.
No.
Okay. No hat. All right. Does your character have a mustache?
No.
Okay. All righty then. No hat.
Night Force Zartan in this guy. Baroness, no mustache, no hat.
Maybe. It might be. You could be fooling. Okay.
No, Todd, it could be anybody. We can ask that. We just haven't really yet. Trying to see how it goes without asking that, but we can.
Is your character bare-chested?
Yes.
Is your character's pants black?
No.
Okay. All right. Fascinating. All right. So, no hat, bare chested, no black pants. What was the other one I said?
No mustache.
No mustache. Okay. Wow. All right. As I scroll down my list. See, Todd says gung ho,
Yeah.
but gung ho has a mustache.
Yep.
So that
Joe
takes
Fence is
him out.
Tuco Viper.
I do like the big boa, but there's no, it doesn't have a hat, and like that would be, I mean, I guess a mask, but that's like a full head mask, which
Well,
I guess you
mask
could have
is
a
not a
mask and a
hat.
hat. That's true. I mean, I do like the big boa because I've that's kind of leaning that way, but then let's see, are their pants blue?
Yes.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
You get 2 more questions.
Is there red in their uniform?
Yes.
It's got to be Big Boa.
It is,
Okay.
in fact, Big Boa. Wow. There he is.
That's where I was leaning, and then once I saw like Tony and Triple D, it was like, yeah, it's got to be. But I had to ask another question. So you're up 2-1. You're up 2-1 here.
Yep. No, I'm up
right.
3-1.
Or 3-1. 3-1.
Yeah. 3-1.
I thought you got Doc and Recondo, and I got Big Boa.
But you did not get Range Viper.
Oh, that's right. So I guess technically yes, but if you just wanted to go by like rights and wrongs, but I'm with you.
That's
okay.
why I asked. I technically win that one because that's how I was marking.
Right. No, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All
right. Go ahead. Fire away, sir. I don't know if you're going to get this one.
Okay. Stu's asking, are these classified only? They didn't have to be, but
no,
mine are. So if that helps you, mine are. I stuck with classified.
It doesn't matter to me. The classified and the classic O-ring line are so close, in my opinion, that it would probably, law of averages, work out equally. So I'm looking at 3D Joes. I'm not even looking at classified figures. So, but they're roughly the same, when it's all said and done.
All right, let's see.
Go for it, buddy. I mean, I can bring up the classified version of this figure just in case, but I have a feeling it's going to be the same.
Let's see.
It's the same.
Does your character have a mask?
Yes.
Okay. Does your character have bare arms or like half sleeves or sleeves? Does he have bare arms?
That would be a big no.
Okay.
Zartan.
It's always everybody saying Zartan. It's always Zartan in disguise is technically a right answer for all of these. So a mask does not have bare arms. Is your character mostly green?
No.
No.
Nope.
No mask, no bare arms, mostly green. No bare arms, mostly green.
Yep. No green, no arms. Yes, mask.
Damn it. Was your character heavily featured in the cartoon?
No.
Okay.
Some boast sees one Baroness in disguise. Yes, mask. No green,
Yeah.
no bare arms, no featured in the cartoon.
Hmm.
Not, nah, no.
Okay. What? Well, no, that question's not going to work. Um, did your character have a machine gun?
Um, yes, yes, yes. Technically, yes.
All right, I've got to try to narrow the field.
Yeah,
Is your character a Joe or a Cobra?
it is a
Or
Joe.
okay, it is a Joe.
Mm-hmm.
So got one question left.
Yeah.
Chat saying barbecue. Barbecues. It's a pretty good guess. It is a Joe.
Has a mask. No green, no bare arms. Not really featured in the cartoon. Has a machine gun.
I'm just trying to think of Joes with freaking masks. Because I know the one that I'm thinking, but it can't be that one. Man. Let's see what this chat's saying. Joe fan's saying Pathfinder, so it can't be Pathfinder because he pulled up. He said there's a classified version, so it can't be Pathfinder.
Yep.
Mask. No green. Everybody that I'm thinking has green.
Skibidi beep 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 beep. Skibidi beep 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 beep. That's my little jam right there.
Man, I'm stuck. Snow job?
There's some good guesses. No,
Damn
tis not. I shall share with you on the screen. Where is he at? Hang on. What's going on here? Add to the stage. Oh, you got the.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Damn. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Shockwave. I figured the blue, right, would be tough because you wouldn't think blue.
Nope.
Right.
And you know what? I'm turning around trying to look at my figures. Shockwave is over here on this shelf because I have the Night Force one on top.
Ah, okay.
So that was a good one. I wasn't even thinking Shockwave.
Okay. All right. Let me get to it. Let me hop to it here. Here we go.
We're 3-1.
Yep, that's right. Okay. Let's see. Does your character have a beard?
Yes. What's up, Carl? How you doing?
Does your character have a white t-shirt?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you're looking at 3D Joes, because I'm all of mine are based off of classified, so I don't.
But so there are different versions. There are different versions. Like if you're talking about Tiger Force, then yeah, that changes things.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter. So if I say,
okay.
I'm looking at 3D Joes either way, but chances are they're roughly the same. That's kind of where I stand with that. Yeah, so they have a beard, no white t-shirt.
Nope.
Okay, cool. So has a beard, no white T-shirt. You keep on knocking. Good shit.
That would have been a good guess too.
Okay. That is pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna go. Let's see. Does your character wear a tank top?
No.
Okay. All right. So that's
3.
no white shirt, no tank top. Has a beard though. Does
Sword
your
fan with a
character
finger.
wear leather? That would be an easy question
That's a
for where I'm
hard
going. It must not be.
it's a hard one to answer. It has something that it does have something on it that could be interpreted as leather.
Understood. Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. Okay. Because there was a couple directions I was going with that. Leather would be probably the main only answer technically, but it's all good because
It could be interpreted as leather. I'm gonna say it could be translated as being leather.
All right. Let's see. There we go. No white T-shirt. Has a beard. Leather. Yeah, maybe not. Do they have a? Hang on a second. Hang on. Because I don't think we have this dude yet. We do not have this dude yet, so it can't be classified. Okay, that helps a little bit. Go back up. All right. Does your let's see, yeah, like leather sheath. I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? But I guess rock and roll though. Okay. Let's see. So has a beard. That's where I'm going with this bad boy. Do they wear blue jeans?
Nope.
No. Okay. All right. Where am I up to? 5, right?
5. You got
5
2
questions. Yep. Okay. No blue jeans. So that helps a lot. Wow. Is there? See, Quick Cook doesn't have a beard. Okay, so no blue jeans, no white shirt, no tank top, leather possible. Okay, that's going to be a little bit of a sticking point for me. It's going to be weird. Okay, well, then I've got what, 2
You got
more?
2 questions.
Okay.
Yep.
Is your question a G.I. Joe?
My character.
Or your
Yes.
character, my bad. Yes.
Yes.
G.I. Joe
He is a
character.
G.I. Joe.
Okay. All right. Wow. I guess and I guess the last question would be, is their uniform green?
Yes.
All right. It's only one of two. So I'm going to lose. It's a 50-50. It's a toss-up. I'm going to say Breaker.
It is not Breaker.
Rock and roll?
Nope.
No. Clutch. You son of a bitch. That's good. I wasn't even thinking vehicle drivers either. That's the thing. I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm not even. It's not even in my zeitgeist. Wow.
So that
okay.
that
Yeah.
could be
Oh,
leather.
yeah, I get
Probably
it.
is
No.
supposed to be leather. So,
Right. No, totally makes sense. Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. I suck at this game.
It's harder than I thought it was gonna be.
Okay. All right. Like, yeah, it's interesting, but okay, yeah. Oh well. Man. I was like, dang it. Rock and roll, breaker. It's like, clutch.
I
Okay.
I saw this and I'm like, not rock and roll.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But he had the white shirt,
Right.
didn't he? Didn't he have what? Yeah. So that's a good day. That's a good question from Dave. That's a good asking questions.
Well,
There,
that
animal.
definitely is, and it would be on the list if I started narrowing it down. But that's a good starter for sure, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go right ahead.
So let's see. Let me brace the question board there. So, all right. So, I like this question because this narrows down a bit. Does your character wear a mask?
Let's see. No,
No mask.
no mask.
Uh, is your let's see. Does your character have camouflage?
Let's see here. Oh, hang on real quick.
No, Stanley. We didn't have a way to put the list out there without the other one finding out.
Yes,
Does have camouflage.
yes, does
No
have
mask.
camouflage.
No mask, camouflage. Does your character carry a shotgun?
No, no,
Shotgun.
no shotgun.
No mask, camouflage, no shotgun. Does your character have a mustache?
Yeah,
Is your character African American?
no,
No.
no.
Hmm.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Oh wow. Let's see. Camouflage, gun. Hmm. Is your character brown with the camouflage? Like his outfit, is it like a brown camo?
No, no,
Okay. Damn it.
no.
Got one question left. Man. Does your character wear a t-shirt?
Yes,
Is it Outback?
yes. On the final question. Holy cow. Final question. You kidding me? Yes, it's Outback. Damn. It's a good call.
The mustache question, and you were kind of like,
Yeah, I mean,
that, and I'm like, well, because Stalker's got the pencil thin.
I
Mustache,
know,
so.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, from downtown. Exactly. From downtown. Really, the last. I mean, come on.
So mine were I looked at classified for mine. Pop kind of looked at everything 3 3/4.
Yep.
So all of mine I picked out classifieds just because I've got them. I could grab them and put them up here, and so
Right.
this one. So all right, so your turn.
Yep. Let's. We'll give one more. How about that?
One more each, or just
Yeah.
one more?
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I think you've probably won this game, but Let's see. Okay. Is your character? Does your character? Let's see. Does your character have a animal companion? I'll use triple D's.
No.
Okay. That's your character never. Yeah, right.
That's kind of a weird one. Are you thinking about Duke again? China Duke.
Does your character wear a jersey?
No.
Okay, no jersey. All right. No animal, no jersey. Is your character's uniform red?
Yes.
Okay. No animal, no jersey. Uniform is red. Does your character's gun have a bayonet on the end of it?
Yes, it does.
It would have to be the Crimson Guard.
Incorrect.
No way. There's no way. Let me look. Hang on. Let me look. Who else would it be? Oh yeah, I would never. There is no possible way I would have ever gotten that. There's no way. That's funny. Yes, not possible. But you could see where I would have went with that, right?
I know a couple directions. Hold on, let me remove this here. I know a couple directions you were going with that because, as a matter of fact, if we had have played out the rest of my figures, I did indeed have Big Love sitting right here. I got like 4 more of them because I didn't know how long we were gonna run.
No, I figured there was a jersey in there somewhere. Well, I do have the little fella over here, so I didn't want to go to all night. He was waiting on me last night. He's waiting on me tonight too. So of course, I got to give him his due for spring break. You're Or is it me? Am I frozen?
You are. Just your camera. I can still hear you.
Hang on, you sound like a robot. It sounds like Tron right now.
I can still hear you. Is that better?
It could be me. Hang on.
It's you. Jenks would have been a good yes for that. So there's one.
Hang on. Everything seems frozen. Hang on a sec.
Okay. Yeah, leave, come back. StreamYard be tripping, man. Frozen pilot. Are you frostbite? Yep. That's funny you should say that, Stanley. That's another one that I almost picked was Ripper. I almost grabbed Ripper to put in this because I didn't, like I said, I didn't know how long before we were going to get to this or how long we'd go. So I got like 4 more of them. This is actually pretty fun. There's 26 of you guys still watching, so hit that like if you haven't so far. I appreciate that. This has actually been pretty fun. We need to streamline it a little bit. Graf saying need to get some tinfoil on that router and have your son hold it in place. His connection's been pretty
actually
good.
No, I just checked it. It was fine the whole time. Like usually if it kicks, it'll show the satellite as a red light, which last night for a second it did, and I looked up, and sure enough, it had just for probably about 5 seconds or so, 6 seconds. But it was blue the whole time, so I have no idea. Usually, what'll happen is on my end, it'll show my little screen spinning.
Yeah,
and that lets me know, okay, it's my internet. But like you sounded like a robot. So I was like, well, shit, I don't know, like I can't tell, but it doesn't really matter when it's all said and done. It was, but yeah, it was actually blue. I'm like, well, let me check it real quick and make sure. And then I looked upstairs and that thing was good to go too. So fuck, I don't know. You know how this shit is, man. First world problems.
That's right.
Right? First world problems, man. It's terrible.
Tony says he's rearranging his displays.
Oh, beautiful.
Video.
Yeah, I love it.
Soon.
I absolutely love it.
What's going on, Hinderer Collector? Good to see you. So
yeah, hell yeah.
Do you want me to do one more?
Yes. Actually, I want you to try to get this one, damn it.
Okay.
All right,
one more. We'll do one more.
I'll let you one more. I was almost positive I had the Crimson Guard, but I will tell you, there was no way I would have even thought about a vehicle driver. But it's not because it's not possible. It's only because in my mind, I just wouldn't have even thought about it. Okay. Have at it.
All right. So let's see.
All the marbles.
Does your character have a bare chest?
No.
No. No to which one?
No bare chest. I don't know about the other one.
Okay. I know the absolute best at this point, now that I know now what I didn't know an hour ago, was if Zartan was in either one of our picks. If we do this again, guess Zartan. But I'm going to wait until we have Ninja Force Zartan. Because we don't all have him yet. All right, so no bare chest.
No bare chest.
Does your character wear a hat?
No.
No hat.
No.
Does your character have a full face mask?
Yes.
Does have a full face mask.
Yes.
No bare chest, no hat, full face mask. What is the character's main color overall?
Oh, hell. Purple.
Has your character been all around the world?
All around the world tonight, and I didn't find my baby. Has my character been all around the world?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to answer that question. No, I know what you mean. No, they have not been all around the world, but that's good. That's good. You. Oh, you.
Does your character have more than one version in classified?
Ooh, no.
No.
Nope.
We've got one question left.
Better put that toothpick to good use.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. That would have been the easy one, though, right?
Is your character a ninja?
No.
No.
Not a ninja.
So I'm out of questions.
No hat. You got a mask. Purple. No ninja. Hasn't been all over the world. At least not in that, what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Not more
Yeah.
than one version.
Nope.
I'm gonna guess Saw Viper.
I thought you were gonna go bang from way downtown. No.
Oh, that's a good one because we don't have him in hand yet.
I
Yeah,
had I
nice.
thought I thought for sure you were gonna go, does your character have chicken feet? I, c- I swear to God, I was like, he's gonna ask, does your character have chicken feet? It was only a matter of time.
Honestly, that did not even cross my mind with purple, and I just knew it was gonna be Techno Viper.
And what's funny is because I was really basing mine off the O ring, honestly.
Is it a huffing platypus with Burger King chicken fries? Holy shit! What's up, Allison? How you doing? Retro Toy Princess is joining. You missed the platypi. Uh,
They
Platypus, I actually found out, is the actual plural of platypus. I
Yep.
looked it up.
They've taken over our damn city. Damn dirty
Uh,
platypuses.
Sea Slug, I would have never guessed Sea Slug
You
either. I would
know,
have never.
and again, if I was, which again, like I said, I was basically going off the, just like old school. You know what I mean? Like I was like, okay, I'm going
Yeah,
off of, back in the day, so I'm doing the 3 3/4, but still is the same, right?
yeah.
Basically.
That's
I
that's a
love
good
doing
that's
that
a
on
good
3D
point.
Joes.
I do too.
Wee.
Everybody dance now.
You
Mm, 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 mm.
but
I
yeah, so I
I
was
love
like,
it.
man, I don't know. He might pull this one out. He might pull this one out.
No,
Wouldn't have surprised me.
I was stuck on Techno Viper and Saw Viper, and clearly I missed at least two purple cobras
I
trying to
mean
think of that. So
that makes sense though,
if if I had that son of a bitch, if we did this in June, I would have guessed him, but because I
Yeah.
didn't have him
No, I
right
get
here, I
it.
didn't even think about it.
No.
And I actually my Hiss Viper, but like with the bayonet weapon, because the classified one has the bayonet weapon. I don't think the original
Right.
Hiss Viper came with a weapon.
And I don't recall. I don't think so, but it definitely like I said, just
Nope.
on my radar, just would
Yeah.
not have been there, right? I'm like, oh, it's got to be the
Nope.
Crimson Guardsman. I could have asked a few more questions, but I honestly don't think I would have narrowed it down. I really don't. I don't think I would have been able to get there. Um, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You should be dancing. Yeah.
Everybody dance, dance, dance.
um,
It's enough of that.
yes, it is. Anyway, yeah,
Yes, they
man.
were, Stanley. They were long as shit on that Hydro Viper.
Oh my gosh.
Platypus don't have good credit. They can only
No.
pay. They can only pay with bills.
Yeah, and I don't even want to know what that feels like, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh God!
Holy
All right,
cow.
it's time to wrap this one up.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate you guys hanging out with us for the silliness, because that's what we like to do over here
Yes,
most of the
sir.
after we spend an hour bitching about the new figures, we got to spend another hour having some fun. So
um, yeah, and I mean, go over a little bit after starting
yeah,
late. So, got to go over a little
yeah,
while.
had
But
to give a little extra tonight. So,
yes, sir.
what you got coming up over on Pop Blender channel?
Well, I know you guys know Friday night Punk's Pit. Not on, not obviously on my channel, but Punk's Pit this Friday to hang out for the members or whatever. Come watch or hang or
Will
whatever.
not be there when it starts though.
Probably not, but it probably won't be that far back.
We both have a family thing to do Friday night, and so
Yeah, but
for a little while.
nonetheless, so you got Punk's Pit on Friday. And then Sunday, I'll be doing an unfiltered stream, and then Tuesday with Matthew, which there's some stuff to talk about. Next Tuesday, it's Spider-Man trailer drop
Spider-Man.
today. Yeah, my son already was like, "Hey, we got to go see it." He's like, "I don't."
And
He doesn't even care about the Marvel stuff really anymore, but he's like, "But Spider-Man." He's like, "Yeah, we got to go see it." So we'll go with the Spider-Man trailer and whatever else kind of comes down the pike. But yeah, Sunday. Sunday I'll be going over a few things Sunday night, and then yeah, Tuesday, and I think that's about it. Right now, I've got to film a commercial for Punk's Monday stream, and I've got the stuff here down here to do it.
watch that
Um,
on the screen.
I just have to do it. What was that Walmart
Walmart.
shit?
Just
I have no
switch to Walmart.
idea. I don't know.
Tell you,
But yeah, so that's about it, man. Just I need to film that commercial. I need to get a new commercial, for sure. I'm sure everybody's tired of hearing "you idiots."
is that Ren as Cobra Commander?
Ask Matthew. I don't know where the inspiration came from, so you can ask him. He's the one that did the voiceovers and the everything.
Destro,
Uh,
you idiot.
yeah, but it's been playing for a long time now, so we need a new commercial. So
Yeah,
I
that
have
one's good, y'all. It's just time for an
Yeah.
upgrade.
So I have an idea, and I just need to knock it out and do it. Probably just need to do it like tomorrow, like just so. And it shouldn't take long. It's the editing part that's kind of goofy, but anyway, that's it, man. That's it.
Over here, I got two things to review. Hopefully, I can get through that soon. I got this, got the bulletproof over here that I need
Yeah.
to, yeah, and of course the Royal Guard. So I hope I can get those done and get them out this weekend. Is the plan? I'll be back here on Wednesday with Krusty Old Crow for Backyard Battlefield.
No doubt.
And I'm gonna get back to work on the second part of the first episode of Hiss and Tell. So if you guys haven't seen that, over on my channel, Tuco Viper, sitting down with Spirit to learn some dirt on the G.I. Joe team. And he's not the only one. There's somebody else that sits down in that conversation in the second part. So I've got to get that recorded and edited up. Pictures are already done. So other than that, that is probably about it going on. And hold on, I got Joe Fan's going to be 42 in a week, and Turk is going to be 52 in a few days. So
Okay.
happy early birthday to
Yeah.
you guys. And Joe Fan's going to do a birthday live stream next Friday at 3 Central.
Awesome.
I will try to listen, but I will be somewhere between at work and on my way home from work. So I will try to listen to that. You have to remind me. But all right, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys. Hope you were entertained. I'm gonna hit end stream and see if the outro works like the intro worked.
It'll work.
And we will see you guys in
Then click OK.
end.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Get ready for a surprise.